What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Reason to panic. You're panicking.
Oh, I messed this up really bad. Your BlueNote Fan Report. I screwed that up, didn't I, bud?
It's okay.
I am running into a little bit of problem with my TV and my internet, so bear with me. We are getting ready for game day before the break. The break. Boy, I didn't do that right. I'm screwing this thing up left, right, and center, and everything. Just can you hear me okay, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on a sec.
He can go 10 games without a goal, and then the next 10 games have a goal per game. I told you.
I'm just
end up with 35 plus goals. I'm not even worried at all. What's undercom? Yeah.
There we go. Now I might get the TV down a little bit.
We saw the start of the season. He missed training camp.
There we go. So it might come up. Are you ready for today, bud?
Yep, I am for sure.
Yep, it is that time. It is the last day before the break, and that is super important. And I bet when I did the cheering earlier, you didn't hear it, did you?
No.
No, yeah. Now I absolutely know it's not wrong. I bet you hear it now.
No.
Yeah, this thing screwed me up. Okay, so I'm working on a few things here. Early games, man, they messed me up. I hate these early games because I mean, for you guys, it's not that bad. It's what 6 o'clock there, 5:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's 1:30 here. 1:30, and I'm used to these games. And in fact, when the time changes, it's like, I can't see anything. Not what I wanted. Oh, come on. Maybe this is right. At least get this going before. There we go. Maybe. Nope, that's the home one. I'll get the right one. Okay. There we go. I got something going on now. I'm probably going to be like way behind when we're watching the game, so I'll have to try and pay attention to you, man. This is wow. Boy, I fucked this show up already, man. We're gonna start over. Well, before, what did you think of the pick? What did you think of that?
What did I think about what?
The picture I sent you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I
it's
think
good.
I feel like it's like everything's in the right dimension. You know what I mean? It's nothing's overpowering. I used your last name. I wasn't going to, but it was so short compared to my long nickname. So I used your last name to kind of try and even that up a little bit. Did that feel right?
Yeah, I mean, I go by, people know me as Justin Scott, so yeah. I just, that would work.
Yeah. So what we're talking about, guys, is this, and I will show you in just. Oops, man, I did. Boy, this is This is not good for me today. I can't get anything right. Now I can't hear Joey.
And don't question it, guys. Believe me, he didn't drink before the show.
I didn't what?
I said you didn't drink before the show.
No, I did not drink before the show. Probably should have, the way this is going. So this is what Justin's talking about. There you go. Someone said there's one person in here. There's two of us in here. You might just not be seeing it right. This is Guy and Justin. So there's the picture I'm talking about. That's going to be it's going to be our cover picture for the BlueNote Fan Report on Facebook. And I think on YouTube, I'm going to turn around and make this the cover picture for it. I kind of like it. I think it looks good. I didn't use my last name because it's too long. It makes it too long, and I think this is closer to being even for me and Justin there. Tell me what you guys think of that picture. Let me know what you think there. Hello, Sam. Hello, Jay, and Jason Nichols. Everything is fine. Well, we hope you're doing good. We'll see how Saturday night goes. I hope you're doing better, Sam. Just remember that. We're here for you. If you need anything, if you need to talk, let us know. We are definitely here for you. When I was trying to do the storylines for tonight's game, I couldn't really come up with, I was struggling with it a little bit because it's an important game. But let's say they lose this game, right? Let's say they lose it 4-1 or 4-3. Or 4-6, or 4-2, or something along those lines, or they get shut out 2-0, 1-0. Would I be hurt? Would I be like, oh my God? I wouldn't. I would think a close loss would be okay. Now, on the other side of that, if it's a bad loss, then I'm going to be worried. But any win is going to make me happy. Right? I mean, is that kind of where you're at on this too?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I think that we're kind of seeing a switch in a way. I think that the recent stretch of games has kind of shown, because the Blues have been consistent, and we talked about consistent. I would say even though they haven't had the crazy amount of wins that you would hope for, it still doesn't change the fact that I think that they've been consistent. So the consistency is there. I think that they're gonna ride it. I like what Neighbors and Montgomery said. They're gonna leave it all out in Florida, and that's what they should do because they have a 4-day break. Usually, you only have a 3-day break. The Blues have a 4-day break. So, I like that mentality. Leave it all out in Florida. You're in Florida to end this before the break. Leave it all out on the line in Florida.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I think that that's what they should do too. I mean, it's hard for me to really explain it right now, but this is all the Blues got to be with the Blues today, right? They got to be the best team that they can be, and they've got to realize that. And I saw a comment on, I think it was on the TikTok. Someone said it's too early to be scoreboard watching. And I don't agree with that. I don't completely agree with that because once you get yourself into that playoff spot and you make it so people are chasing you, then you're responsible for your own destiny. So the fact that we're just below being in that playoff spot, that's important. Now, if we were still down, 7th or 8th, but not with the same, if we had the same point difference, but we're further down, then yeah, okay, too early. But we're at a point where we could almost be controlling our own destiny. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I think this is a game Like I said, I don't think it's a must-win. I'm not going to categorize this game as a must-win. This is a game that I want the Blues to win. They should win. I shouldn't say they should win. It's going to be a tough test. This team is going to be, or the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to be determined to come in and play well because they were struggling there for a bit, and then
Froze on me. He froze on me.
hello.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you froze, bud.
Okay, the Tampa Bay Lightning are gonna have momentum coming into this game because they were on a skid and then they beat the Carolina Hurricanes, which is a tall task, and then they're going to be determined to get a win for their break coming up. So they were on a skid. They won a huge game. They're going to be determined to get another game against the St. Louis Blues, who have been inconsistent. Like I said, I think that they've been consistent for the most part for the last couple of games, especially the last 3 games, super consistent. The games before then, I wouldn't say that they were as inconsistent as everybody wants to say. I do think that you have some bad losses in there, but I think that they've been pretty consistent for the most part, outside of a few hiccups.
I'm kind of with you. I'm looking at just thinking about looking at the games, and I want to go. To me, I'm looking at the game against the Panthers was a good game, right? We saw the offense come out. We saw good defensive handling. We saw a team that believed in itself. We saw a team face adversity. We saw a team face, feel like possibly the refs might have been against them, or there was a bad call in there, and there was something that went their way, but I think it was 50-50. We talked about that, right?
Well, I think good. I think good. I think the game in Florida, I think it's good, but I think I would even say great. I think they played great against Florida. I wouldn't even say good. I would say great. I thought they played really well against Florida.
Yeah, but the game that I look at right here, right now, and say this is telling me who these guys can really be, is the Ranger game. I was, and I told you when they lost that game in overtime, I wasn't going like, oh, this is a bad loss, or I walked away from that game going, we might have something here, and I think we're seeing the what do you call it?
Fruits of our labor.
Yeah, we're seeing the outcome. We're seeing what we thought we would have seen at the very, very beginning of the season, right?
Well, it's disappointing too because you talk about the Rangers game, and we were in agreement that the Blues should have won that game. The Blues were the better team in that game. Yeah. And it's disappointing that they didn't come out with but that's been the strategy all year. See, that's the thing. That's what I've been focusing on for most Blues fans who have said, "Oh, you're just positive, and there's no negative." But that's because I see a bunch of these games this season. Yeah, there's games where the Blues don't show up and they get demolished. The Nashville game, the Washington game. But there's games where the Blues will be the better team and lose. You can be the better team and lose, and they've done that a lot this year. It's not just the Ranger game.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. They have had a few games where, but so the reason I'm saying the Ranger game, because we're looking at the recent. You look at the 2 Nashville games where they got blown out and just manhandled, and it's not like those games were back in October. They were recent. So to see what's happened since then. Right. And in between then, now I could sit there and go, I think this team figured it out. And that's the difference. And that's what I'm looking for tonight. Tonight, I think I predict, what did I say, 3-2 or 4-2 or something like that in the video?
No, you said 1-0 Blues.
Oh, 1-0 Blues. Okay. Yeah. Overtime. All right. Overtime.
Yeah, I think you said overtime. This is going to be your storyline tonight. There's your storylines to me, because I think that there's a couple, and these teams don't see each other all that well. But I think if I'm to throw out a storylines that we can talk about in this game, it would be Bennington versus Vasilevsky. That's a big storyline. The Blues have struggled to put the puck in the back of the net. So can they get past one of the better goaltenders in the league in Vasilevsky? We shall see. Is Bennington going to show up and be the Jordan Bennington that we all know? We don't know. So he had a good start in his last game. Hopefully that can continue. And then your other storyline, I think, would be, like I said, if I'm just throwing stuff out of thin air and I'm not looking at anything, a rivalry or anything like that, it would be Robert Thomas versus Braden Point tonight. It would be who's the best center tonight? Who's the guy who's going to take over the game tonight? I think, and as for my player, I didn't give a player, but Robert Thomas is going to be the guy that I'm going to focus on tonight just because it's a big game for the break. He had a good game in the last one. He's been pretty consistent. His line's been pretty good. If he can come in and play and be the better center and shut down the other great center in Braden Point, I think the Blues have a strong chance tonight.
Yeah, I went with an obvious player here. I don't completely know, but I went with Berggren, and the reason I went with Berggren is because you talk about the new team bump. You talked about that on your live yesterday. By the way, thanks for doing your live. I appreciate that. We got to figure out. We got to work with something on that because we both can't do the lives together with that because we may have to one of us do it through our own TikTok, our own account.
Well, and that's why I'm doing it because TikTok requires you to go live at least 3 times by yourself before you can have other people on. So that's why I'm 2 days in now. So I did a live before we came live here. So
okay.
I have 2 lives. I did 30 minutes. They asked for 30 minutes and then 3 consecutive days of live. So if I do another day live, we will get the access of having the ability to add people on.
Okay. I didn't know you were going live. Let me know when you do that if you don't mind.
It was nothing important. I went over the league. I went over the games. I went over. I told everybody that tune in to tonight for us.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. I mean, it didn't get a massive following, but there were some people that tuned in. So,
well, we jumped over 300 followers. We're at 301, so you picked up a bunch. Feels like you picked up like 5 or 6. So good job. I think we were like 293, weren't we?
Yeah, we've been kind of fluctuating. It's growing slowly but surely, and I like it. It's going to take time, but it'll come up eventually. But
you
yeah, no,
you picked up 7 today.
Yeah.
All right, so good job.
So, like I said, it'll only grow. I'm doing it now just because I want, there's not much that I need to talk about. It'll be a lot better banter once I can have another person on to, shed that banter because it's tough to keep people invested when you're just talking to yourself. So,
Don't I know
on
that?
a lot.
Don't I know that?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So, but that's why I'm doing it because someone has to do it. So I'd rather me do it and get it out of the way. That way we can allow people to actually be on and we can actually discuss. And like I said, me or you can use one of our personal accounts and join that way. And that way we can do some stuff on there.
Oh, sounds good, man. Sounds good. So getting back today, like I said, I picked Berggren, and the reason I picked him, the how we got off on this tangent was the new player bump. To me, this is the point where the new player bump could be going away, right? Usually the new player bump is only good for a couple of games. Well, he's 4 games into it now, right?
Yeah, I think they think both of those guys made a thing in the Rangers game, right?
Yeah.
Was their game? Yeah. So Rangers, yeah. So I think this would be the fourth game, right? So fourth
Yeah.
game, something like
So this, to me, this is where that new player bump is gone. So now we're going to see what Berggren we're going to get. Have you seen this video about how to wrap Christmas presents and Bushnevich wrapping his?
that. No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness. It's on right now. He wrapped something the way I would wrap it,
Oh,
right?
he wraps
something the way I wrap.
he wraps anything the way a guy would.
It was funny. He just like crumpled it all up around it. There was no rhyme or rhythm to it at all.
Yeah,
Not the two just trying to wrap Christmas presents.
Torpos doesn't look that bad though.
No, Torpos looks okay, right?
But yeah, it is funny. Yeah, Bush is a funny guy, but that's a guy that's a locker room guy if I've ever seen one.
I like the fact that and I think this is helping him, that he's able to show his personality on some of this stuff, because I think on the ice he backs off it a little bit, and if he can start showing his personality, I think if he gets back to showing his personality on the ice, that loosey-goosey, that let's have fun, let's enjoy this, he will go back to the Bushnevich that we know and love, and not the one that we're struggling with.
Well, and I want to say, because I'm not struggling with Bush. Bush is, I've said this, and I'll continue to say this. Bush has been way better than what he has been. I mean, him and Thomas have looked great together. Even since the Kyrou injury, since Kyrou has been out, Bush and Thomas have really come together and played well together, and they continue to get new line mates. They get Berggren today. They get they've had Fabry, they've had Torchenko, and they've been successful with every guy up there. So their chemistry's there. So and I don't remember his name. He blocked me a while back ago, and I'm okay with it because he just spreads some stupid stuff all the time on Twitter and X and stuff like that. But he was saying something about like Bush, and I'm just like thinking to myself, dude, you just don't watch the games, man. I'm sorry, but like, it's not just me being like taking it personal or anything like that. You just don't watch the games, man. Like, if you can come out and say a player is bad and they weren't bad and they clearly weren't bad, you clearly are not paying attention.
Yeah. No, he
has. You're not paying attention.
He struggled beginning of the season. He has picked it up. And that's what I meant, the early season stuff. I want to say a huge thank you to John Hefner, Samantha Rose Robinson. A rose by any other name would still be a rose. Every rose has its thorn. Aaron Nels, Jason Nickel, Sister JJ, and Gabe Overturf for putting some love in the air. Boy, a little comic relief today, I think. You gotta laugh at that a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like I said to people in life, because I continue to say like, oh, hey, like I have a visual impairment, just to let you know, just, in case I miss something. And I'll say, I'm not, if I get the phone close, I'm not giving you a virtual kiss or nothing. I'm just trying to read the comments.
Oh, I know. I've seen some of the comments. I don't want to put it. It's more of a conversation between two people, so I didn't want to put it up, but I will put this one up. You got a LOL from Mom talking about Bushnevich and the rapping. Samantha says Bush is funny. I feel like he will eventually become sharp again. And she says it will come. I think it's there. Aaron said, hey, Bush, he isn't that bad. Hasn't been that bad. Not lately. He did at the beginning of the season. And then he's doing well on points, might not be scoring goals, but the points are coming, and that's true. And then Mr. Hefner says, or we might have a different viewpoint or expectations than you, Justin. And, that's fine. Everyone does. I didn't read that before I put it up, so I apologize.
Well, and that's what, and Hefner, and I'm not talking to anybody here. I'm talking to someone on Twitter that I saw. I don't remember his tweet exactly. I can't pull it up again because I don't remember. But the posts that he makes are very, first of all, they're very vulgar. Like, people think that I'm vulgar, but this guy vulgar. He doesn't make any sense. He's crapping on Monty. He's crapping on guys that don't deserve it. I mean, that's just there's a difference between having a difference in opinions and just, like I said, blatant ignorance. I mean, when you're when you're attacking players that don't deserve to be attacked, I mean, you got a problem. I'm sorry, you do.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, and I agree with that. I do. I'm learning how to have thick skin in this job, so it took me a long time to figure that out. Lowest expected goals against. Wow. Boberg and Pareko right there with top in the league, third amongst them.
That's not surprising. The Pareko and Broberg have been a fantastic pairing, and it goes back. If you watch the videos that I did on the breaking down of the defense, they were still in the top of the defenseman pairings. Then they've only just grown, so they're having a great season. Like I said, Phil Broberg is going to be a guy that you need to re-sign first off, but Phil Broberg is going to be your number one defenseman here very shortly, and Pareko is going to be the guy that passes that torch to him.
Yeah. I have to do this, so you can plug your ears if you want to. Sam, this is for you. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night. I can't remember the lyrics, and I love that song too. Sorry, Samantha, I would sing it better if I could remember the lyrics. If we can make you smile, that makes this show all worthwhile, Sam. We love you, girl. You got to know that, and thank you for those kind words. We really appreciate you. Hey Justin, vulgarity never seen full sailor mode on show, but you got to go to level 3 of 10.
Yeah,
you don't know what he's talking about. When I first started doing this show, someone put something out there and called somebody the R word, the retarded word. And no, I'm not. Somebody said that. And I went off. in a video, right? I even languaged the video. I went off on that guy, and John Hefner, I think I called it I said, sorry, I'm letting the sailor out. So that's what John Hefner means by sailor mode.
Yeah.
If I let the sailor out, watch out, stand by. I kind of let the sailor out on Lance that one day.
Yeah,
right?
you did. Yeah.
Aaron says also, me versus Justin in fantasy hockey, odds are he's going to drop at least 300 points on me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Aaron, I have no idea on how your buddy is so. I don't know how he scores so many points. I mean, I get it. He has like a crazy team. He has Nathan McKinnon, so that alone just gets him just a boatload of points. But I look at his team and I'm just thinking to myself, how does this guy put 500 points? I don't know how he gets so many points. But I beat him already. There's one guy that's like so unbeatable in that league. I was the only guy to beat him, but I played him again this week and he beat me. But
yeah, so Samantha says, thank you, Guy. I've been struggling with the whole Sam Bitten thing since it happened. I appreciate you as well. Well, we do everything we can. He says, dude, I know it's genuinely wild. He messaged me bragging all the time. I'm actually in my fantasy league. I'm at the point, I'm like at 16th, right? I had a bad week and I went from 11th to 18th. And I got myself back into a playoff spot, but I'm kind of thinking I may just, because I got older players, I may just go for the rebuild. And I've been getting offers for Thomas. And it's so hard for me to trade him at 26 years old, I feel and he's the guy, he's the centerpiece. He's the guy that's going to get me the most stuff.
mm-hmm.
And I've got
depends on what you're getting.
Yeah, well, I've gotten some decent offers. I've gotten some bad ones, some good ones, but it's just so hard for me to. I want a win-win in a trade, and so many people want a win-loss in the trade, right? There's one guy in my league. I won't mention his name. I won't say who he is. And if anybody from my league's watching, they'll absolutely know. But every single trade he offers is a win-loss. I mean, you are losing heavily. And in fact, when I first joined the league, he sent me a trade that I misread, and I ended up trading a first-round pick that I didn't know. I thought I was getting the first-round pick, right? Yeah. And just the way the trade got sent, the way he set it up, it looked like I was getting the first-round pick, not giving it up. I would have never done the trade. I would have never done the trade if I thought I was giving up. I was pissed when I realized that. I was pissed. And I made it a point now. I won't trade with this guy anymore. I won't trade with him at all. Right? And the thing is, he shops the same disgusting trade to everybody in the league. And he thinks, that we're not talking to each other.
I've like I said, I wasn't able to draft, so I was going into a blind. We don't have as many people as you do, but I had to like revamp my team in a way. Like I showed you some of them. I made a few changes, but I was a team before this guy beat me in the league that is just completely undefeated. He's 10. I think he's 10-1 now, and the only loss that he has was against me a couple weeks ago. And I am 8-3 now, but I was on a 7-win streak, win streak. So, I lost him, but I'm 8-3 now. So now I'm playing Aaron. So Aaron, sorry, but I'm no remorse, buddy. No remorse.
Well, congratulations on passing all your courses. I am really happy for you, Sam. We like I said, we love when you're on the show. We appreciate you. And you came over from the Blues Fan Forum podcast. I appreciate you for that. And I got to say something first. And I know he's not here, but I recently, someone who is a huge friend of this show has started their own podcast. And originally I looked at it and I said, now he's competition with me. And you said friendly competition. I agreed with that. And then he kind of almost went in direct competition. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it. Then I went and looked and I saw his views and I was like, oh man, that's wrong. So I'm telling you guys, please check out STL Hockey Fan on YouTube and give his stuff views. I'm going to start sharing it on my page. He needs the views, and he's been a great friend of the show. So please check out Corey and his STL Hockey Fan podcast. Right? I just needed to say that. And, maybe you can convey that to him if you don't mind. I know you talk to him more than I do.
Yeah, I'll let him know. I don't know if he's tuned in or not here, but I don't think so. But yeah, I'll let him know that we kind of gave his stuff a shout out, and we can share it on our platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, and again, I said this when we had Jordan on. I talked about this a little bit. I don't watch other podcasts, right? I don't, and there's a reason for it, and it's actually a really good reason, right? I don't watch other podcasts because I don't want people to say that I'm stealing somebody else's idea, or I'm saying something. So because I don't watch them, I don't see that stuff. So everything that you hear is my thoughts without them being manipulated or adjusted or biased by anybody else other than me. Right? And that's why I don't watch other podcasts. Now, does it mean that I want other podcasts to do well or not do well? No, it does not. I want them to do well because if they do well, hopefully I'll do well. But at the same time, you look at, I like Corey. I like Corey a lot, but he's still in some ways competition. Look at on TikTok. He's blown us away. I want to be where he is. So I'm a little jealous of him when it comes to that. But when it comes to podcasts, I've blown him away. I want him to be jealous of me a little bit, and I want to help him out because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? And that's what I look at. Does that make some sense?
Yeah, I mean, it works. It's always made sense to me. I mean, I get it. It's but it's like I said, it's a friendly competition. No ill will towards anybody. Like I said, you want other podcasts to do well. You want yourself to do well. And I think that when you have different podcasting stuff out there that cover the Blues, there's a lot of them. It makes your podcast better because it makes you have to work for it. It makes you have to put in the effort to make it better. So.
Yep. And that's kind of what I said. I guess I need to get better, and that. And my original thought process was, oh my God, he's going to blow me out the water. And then when I kind of seen his views, I was like, oh, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. So I want to help him out, and I'm going to do that, and I mean it. I like Corey. I like Corey a lot. Don't be jelly guy Benson. I haven't been on one live. Well, Corey doesn't do lives, right? Corey does. He pre-records his stuff. He doesn't do lives. So I thought he was going to do lives, and that was that kind of stings a little bit. But he's not doing lives, and that's fine. And again, even if he did lives, that's fine. If he did lives and stole my viewers, that means I got to get better.
For me, I talked to Corey on a pretty. I talked to him quite a bit, more than you. He's not a guy that really does the live stuff. I mean, when he was here doing it with us, he popped in for like the intermissions and stuff like that. He's not a person that likes to sit and talk about the game and watch the game on stream. So I didn't think that he was going to be going live with it. Yeah. I figured he was doing something like podcast, just recorded kind of thing.
Yeah. Sam says I can give you guys a shout out on my podcast to help you guys out. Absolutely, Sam. And I know you do one. I don't know the name of it, but you do one for the Springfield Thunderbirds. T-Bird Talk. Is that right? I think I got it. I think it's T-Bird Talk. T with a dash, Birds Talk. If I remember right, T-Birds Talk. I can't believe I remember that. I pulled that one out of my tuchus. I'm ready for the game, man. I'm ready for the game. And I'm glad we're talking about things other than the game, too, because I want to watch tonight's game with a clear head, not predetermined thoughts, none of that. I just want a clear head to say, let's see what we got tonight. Oh, I did get it right. Yay, guy.
This is a game. I get it. This is a game, like I said, this is not a game to me, in my mind, that is a must win. This is a game that is important to the standings, but it is not doom and gloom if they lose. I would like them to win, of course, build off that momentum that they've had, the consistency that they've had for the last couple games. But this is a game that if they win, they will be a point behind Utah. Utah played the Winnipeg Jets last night, and in Utah fashion, Utah blows a lead in the third period, giving Winnipeg a point in that game. So both teams got a point in that game, and then Utah ended it in like 5 seconds in overtime. So that just made me hurt a little bit more as a Blues fan, considering they gave points to a team that's behind us. But it was only a point, so.
Puck drop is coming up right now. Puck drop. Am I ahead of you or behind you?
You're ahead of me if you're already in the playtime.
Yeah. Let me know when you have puck drop.
Puck drop.
Okay, I'm 12 seconds ahead of you. And unfortunately, I need to redo my internet on the TV, and I just don't. It takes a while to do it. I have a really. Oh, ouch. Oops, sorry, you're way ahead of me or behind me. Are you caught up?
Yeah.
That was I don't know. I have to see it again. I don't want to say it right off the top of my head. That was a weak one. And just judging from Monty's face, that was a weak one.
Okay, what are we down 1-0? I'm just seeing.
Oh, actually, now that I see it, it wasn't a weak one. That was a redeflection in front of the net. It looked weak, but it was. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Redeflection in front of the net. I think Benny was moving. So, maybe a 50-50 puck on that one. Right? Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, a deflected puck. I mean, you can't really do too much about it. I mean, it's a deflected puck at the beginning of the game. Kind of hard to get accustomed to anything in the beginning, but kind of a disappointing start.
Yeah, so I'm not hearing I'm barely hearing them. I'm not hearing them at all. I wonder what's going on. I'm not hearing my TV at all. Might be this. No, I am not hearing my TV at all. I was hearing it earlier. Oh, good save. You're I forget you're way ahead of me, or way behind me.
Yeah, way behind you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. If I could stream it, I would, but I can't get the streaming set up. Try one thing here real quick. I'm gonna try and restart my TV and see if I get the sound back. Should have anticipated that. No, you can't anticipate that, John. You can't anticipate a deflection in front of the net. I disagree with that completely.
Shot by Dvorsky.
Right? I just don't. Yeah, I can't buy that. I can't buy that at all. There we go. Now I got audio back. Oh my goodness. It was just dumb luck. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, Lance, even Lance. Hey, Lance, man, love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you can't anticipate that. That was just originally the way it looked to me. That it was. You can't ignore it. You can't. He says, yes, you can. You see a guy coming in and ignore that. No, you can't. I disagree with that because that looked like that didn't look like it was a shot. It looked like more it was a pass, and he was covering the pass. So I'm okay with this. I'm not that again. When I originally seen it, I didn't see the deflection, so it looked like it could have been a soft goal. But now when I seen the replay, say again.
I was just saying, Falk hit the post.
Yeah. Shots are one apiece. Unfortunately, the goal score is 1-0. Would have been nice if we could have scored on our first shot. Oh, wow. How did that? Oh, wow. You see it? Completely missed it. It was a wide open net. Great play. And he got wide open net-itis. I mean, it was a great play. I saw Bennett. I mean, there was nothing Bennington could have done. Backdoor. He did make a save. Oh, wow. Bennett made that save. Oh, yeah. I thought he got open post-nitis. No, Bennington made a hell of a save there. You see that?
Yep.
Can you hear that?
Not clearly.
Okay. I'm gonna unplug and replug my stuff, so you may lose me for a second.
All right.
You hear that, bud?
Again, I can't hear it clean
Okay.
or clearly.
Yeah. Hawks having a good game already early. That was a great save. He was moving to the right, and the tip goes to the left. You have to play the shot as it's coming, and I agree. I agree with that, John. I think you were wrong. They didn't miss it. I thought he missed it too. I didn't see the save. I thought he had open netitis, and he didn't. Pennington with a hell of a save. That's what I talk about, making the saves you're not supposed to make. That's one of those saves right there. That was a hell of a save. Moving to his right and comes right back to his left. Hey, new guy. Sports Insanity. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report and our game day reaction show. Reaction. And thank you, Chris Shockey, for putting that thumb in the air. We appreciate you. He who has not been named has not been seen. So
I'm sure he'll be in here eventually.
yeah, he probably will. He'll show up. He'll realize there's a game. Oh shit! What am I doing? Right. And
all right. Well, I mean, not much. I mean, I can't really say. I mean, I can't say much. The goal's not on Bennington, just a lucky bounce, lucky goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, and I can't really say like, oh, the Blues have played bad. I mean, they had to clean up a little bit on that one play, but
yeah, no, they overall it's been. I'm okay with it. I mean, they're down 1-0, but you give a great deflection. You can't take that, but then it should be 2-0, and Bennington makes a save that most goals. I'd say 90% of the goalies in the league don't make that save, right?
yeah, I mean, I will say it's a fantastic. I will say though that if the Tampa Bay player shoots that puck, like if he angles that to where he should have, if you look at the pad, not taking anything away from the save or anything like that, but the save was a save that was hit right into the pad. If he shot that, on the short side, it like the angle that it was a goal. Because he kind of pulls that shot a little bit more to the left.
So apparently the Kansas City Chiefs are going to move to Kansas. But you know what?
Yeah. To
me, Kansas City is when someone says they're from Kansas City, I immediately assume they're from Missouri. I don't think of Kansas City, Kansas at all. At all. Like I don't think of East St. Louis as being
what are they calling?
Say again?
What are they calling?
Interference, I think.
A slash.
Oh, slash. Sorry.
I don't know who they called. I think Jake Neighbors.
No, it was on Maylou, I think. Was it 23 or 63?
I don't know. What did they say?
I'll tell you in just a second. Come on, guy.
Well, if they said 63, it would be Jake Neighbors. If it was 23, then it was Mayu.
It was Maylou. Mayu.
Okay.
Mayu.
I don't know. I didn't see it. So
Yeah. Humberg gets that goal at 21 seconds from Radish,
Radish.
and Gregensen. Probably said that wrong.
What? Gergensons?
Yeah. Okay. Gergensen.
If that's who it is, I don't know.
Yeah. Gergensen. Yeah. It was, well, if you want to say it was Neighbors, but I'm looking at the score sheet and they have Melu in the box. So unless they change it, I'm good with the Chiefs moving to Kansas, building a dome stadium, and finally able to host a Super Bowl. Well, here's the thing. Moving to Kansas, you may not be able to host a Super Bowl, right? Because you're not in the metropolitan area. That's something that the San Francisco Chiefs, I don't think that they hosted a Super Bowl since they moved to their new building. I don't think they have. And that's because their new building is too far from a populated area. That might be something that hurts the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, join the Kansas City Chiefs when the Cardinals left town, and Jim Hart and the cardiac cart. Yeah, cardiac kids. Yeah, I remember that. Right. Neighbors were arguing. I just assumed. Okay, he might have been the guy out there. It's not far from.
I mean,
Kansas
I can understand how people could be confused. I didn't see the penalty, so I don't know what it was.
Yeah. I honestly, I was talking and didn't see it either. So for everybody, I'm going to show this again. This is the new cover that I plan on showing here shortly. Is it going to show up? There we go. I am going to be putting that on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. I want to know what you guys think about it. Justin likes it. I think I got the pictures in a good. They're oh, good save. I think they're really good as far as the sizing. Oh, he could have, if he'd have done a oh, I forget, this is a penalty kill. They're doing really good on the penalty kill, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many seconds I am behind you, but
Probably about, well, you were 12 earlier. Really, really solid. Falk with another own goal. Oh yeah, it did go off Falk. Yeah. Oh, Justin Falk with another own goal. I think he leads the Blues in own goals.
probably.
I mean, but that also tells you he's around the net blocking shots too. So
Yeah,
that's not always a bad thing, you know. Because if you're not blocking shots, then there's more goals going in. For every own goal, he's probably saved 20. That's going to be interference.
yeah. About time. Probably call the whatever the garbage one that they called in the first one. I have no idea what it was because they didn't show a replay of it.
Yeah.
Which is usually what happens. Usually, if they don't show a penalty, if they don't show it, see that's the way that I kind of view penalties. Is if they don't show them if they don't show a replay of them, they probably weren't penalties.
Oh yeah, no, this was all. Yeah, this one was all.
This one was absolutely interference. I'm talking about our penalty. They didn't show a replay of that one.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
And I don't know why John Cooper's upset. That was blatantly interference.
Interference, yeah.
You have no absolute reason to be upset. That's the typical NBA pick right there. The unintentional, intentional pick.
Yeah. Oh wow! Now I see why they're fourth in the league on penalty kill. They're aggressive. They swarm you. Oh wow! Oh, here we go. Oh, too many passes. Oh, that should have been a tripping, but it didn't get called, and I'm glad. Yeah, and even Curve just said too many. At some point, you got to shoot it instead of passing it. Yeah. Come on, bud. Let's get one. I know they're a good penalty kill team, but let's get one. Oh, at least they got a shot on goal. I'll take that. I mean, look, they're down 2-0, but it's not like they're playing bad. It's not a bad period. Tampa has played well, and that's why they're up 2-0. But the Blues haven't played bad. If that made a little bit of sense.
No, I mean, an own goal and a tip goal. I mean, you can't, tough look there, but it's okay.
Well, for one, got one shot on it. I'll take it. Oh, I agree. Take the shots. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm watching this. I don't feel like the Blues have, I don't feel like this should be 2-0. Right? Now, I don't feel like the Blues should be leading the game, but I don't feel like it should be 2-0 either. The bounces went for Tampa. Now let's get some bounces for us.
Yeah, it's been the typical, the bad bounces. I mean, the own goal especially. I mean,
yeah. Oh, I don't know if that was trip or if he fell. They're calling a trip, but
oh my goodness.
They're saying that the stick was under the skate. Yeah, big kill. Got to kill this.
You show the penalty, man. Jesus.
No, they did.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I just saw your post in your group. That's really cool. I appreciate you for that. Na 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 na.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they're not showing it. I mean, I saw it. I mean, Joey said that his stick got under the blade. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I did see it. I saw it, but I didn't see the slow down replay. For me, I don't like it. I even said this to my dad when we were at the game. You know, you don't get replays, like they show replays on the big screen, obviously, but
yeah.
That's a good rule of thumb to me. If you're watching a game of hockey and a penalty takes place, just pay attention. They'll show a replay. If they show a replay, likely it probably was a penalty. Sometimes maybe not. But if they show no penalty whatsoever, it probably was not a penalty.
Actually,
so, what I've
noticed that Fox Sports Midwest has started doing is if the Blues commit a penalty, they don't show it. They don't show it. Right, unless it's a weak one.
Yeah, that could be true. That could be true as well. But yeah, I mean, it's not just for any team either, though. Like it's multiple. But like I said, it wouldn't be the NHL if you didn't have 3 power plays already. I just don't like power plays. I don't like Power Play Simulator. I think it's boring.
I kind of like the power play. I mean, I don't like being on the penalty kill, but I like what it is. I like what I like is it's unlike any other sport, right? The effect of the penalty, the effect of the is immediate. And it has the potential of having consequences, right? I mean, you commit a foul in basketball, and depending on the foul, it might lead to free throws, you know. But then again, not all basketball players are good at free throws, so you got that. Baseball, maybe it's an out and you don't get the hit, but then somebody else comes up or whatever. Football, I mean, kind of you go backwards or whatever, but it just feels like in hockey the punishment for committing a infraction seems to be deeper, right? It really does. It seems to be more immediate, and there's a big difference between scoring a goal and scoring 2 points on a free throw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind the power play. I don't like how many power plays we see in a game.
Yeah, it was a good kill. Thank you, Steven. Good kill. Good kill.
Yeah.
Good kill.
Yeah,
Kill.
they're
Kill.
definitely
Kill.
definitely a good kill. I mean, the Blues need the next goal. They need the next goal in this game.
Hey, Steven Glass, where's my thumb up or my heart? I'm calling you out. Where's my thumb up or my heart? Come on, where is it? I'm calling him out. I got Shockey, I got Hefner, we had Samantha, we got Aaron, we got Jason, John, Gabe. I think everybody that's commented that was on Facebook, except Lance. Lance, where's our thumb up or our heart? All right, there we go. I'm calling him out now. Calling him out.
Thinking about it? Yeah, you're thinking about it.
Yeah, thinking about it. You know what we should try and do during the break? I mean, I know with your work schedule it'd be harder, but during the break, depending on what's going on, because there's something I just found something out, so we'll kind of see. Let's try and do a 4-hour radio talk show. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, you could, but you'd have to have. I mean, you'd have to have the garnered interest.
We could get some interest in that. We could work that out. We could probably get some interest if we do it right, and maybe line up some guests and do something like that. See what we can.
Yeah, we could possibly do something like that.
Hey, John Hepner says, remember Don Jenkinson, one blown call, flipped the World Series. Yeah, but at the same time, the Cardinals still had a chance to win that series. They allowed that blown call to affect them. Right. And, you know, you didn't have instant replay then. So I was upset with that for a long. I couldn't believe that people would send Dinkinger death threats. I don't understand that at all. No player deserves any death threat whatsoever, player or official. They're doing their job.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Well, it's like the Carter thing, like when people were sending death threats to him and his family, like Jesus, like relax. And I didn't like the consensus that like it was all Blues fans, like because like they got the rap that Blues fans are racist, Blues fans are this, or St. Louis fans are this. They're terrible people and all that. And it's like they weren't even. I don't even think they were St. Louis accounts. They were just freaking burner accounts.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you never ever want to turn a player into a martyr. You don't, and that's exactly what that stuff did. Oh, good save,
man, dude. You're like 80 seconds ahead of me, dude.
All right. And we're going back on the power penalty kill. Holy Christ.
Of course we are. Of course we are. Because, like I said, it would not be... Jesus Christ, man. Good God, man.
Tripping. Wow. This is third penalty in this period for the Blues.
We've seen 4 power plays in this period. 4. 3 of them to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
They showed it, and this is an absolute trip.
Oh, this one I agree with. This one I for sure agree with. I don't even need to see the replay. I knew it was a trip.
Yeah.
It was a bad play. I don't know why Tucker's doing that.
Hefner says his first battle buddy had Chiefs and Royals hats. That's cool. Shots are 6-3 at the moment, and again, this is the third penalty they're killing, so that's not bad. I mean, it is it does look like Bennington's had a rough go, but neither one of the goals were on Bennington in any way, shape, or form, right? And I know you call me a Bennington apologist, and that's fine, but there's no way you can say that either one of those were on Bennington. Right.
I never said. I do call you a Bennington apologist, but I never said anything about those goals. They were fine.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing he could do.
I even said when I first saw it that was one he should have had until I saw the replay, and nope.
Oh, I knew that one was deflected. I didn't even need to see the replay. I knew it was deflected.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean that's fine. But like I said, I do call you that, but there's nothing he could do on those two goals.
Yeah.
I will say that though there is times where Bennington is at fault and you don't give him that accountability. But
fair enough. I may not.
Not on those ones. Not on these ones. You can't fault Bennington for those ones.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he's only given up really one goal. The other one was a freaking lucky bounce off our own guy. Our own guy.
Yeah. Sonny waited way too long to take that shot. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why. Well, penalty kill, I understand, but not on the power play. He waited way too long to take that shot.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity too for them to have, but didn't capitalize.
Yeah, that's where he should have taken the shot, top of the circle. He waits way too long. He just waited way too long.
Yeah, I mean, Vasilevsky and Sundqvist, I'm taking Vasilevsky on that challenge every time. But
am I right? He should have taken that at the top of the circle.
Yeah, he probably should have. He probably should have shot for a rebound.
Yeah, you wait that long, and
another good kill by the Blues, though.
Yeah, good kill.
That's disappointing. But they were getting some zone time there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get another one.
All right.
I'm not. Okay. So the score is 2-0, right? Put your hand over that. Put your hand over the scoreboard. Watch the period and tell me what you think the score is. Right? 0-0. Maybe or 1-0. Right?
Yeah, I'd say 1-0. It was a good play by them on the first one. I mean, the second one is just. I mean, that's just unfortunate. I mean, another own goal that you can't control. There's another shot that bounces off your own guy. I mean, that's just unlucky. I mean, and you talk about make your own puck luck. I guess in a sense they made their own puck luck, but I also don't agree with that sentiment all the time because, I mean, that's just for me. It's just lucky. I mean, you just got lucky. You had your opposition there in front of the net and it hits off them and goes in the net. I mean, that's just lucky.
Yeah, I agree. I look at this period and I say that was a pretty good period, right? Shots are 6-5. And not only that, shots are 6-5 and the Blues gave up 3 power plays, right? They only had 1 in themselves, but they gave up 3. Now they did give up a power play goal. Again, that's the one where it was a lucky bounce. Otherwise, 0 for 3. I look at this period and I go, it wasn't a bad period. And I bet you, I haven't looked at the stats yet, but I bet you the stats kind of even that up. right? Will agree with me on that. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Blues ended up having 13 attempts. 5 shots, 13 attempts. Tampa Bay. And this makes sense because of the 3 power plays. They had 25 attempts. Okay. But that makes sense with the power plays. I'm okay with that. Blues had 9 hits. Tampa Bay had 3. Blues gave it away 5 times. Tampa Bay gave it away 3. Tampa Bay had 2 takeaways. Blues had none. Blues blocked 8 shots. Tampa Bay blocked 4. Blues are winning the faceoff battle, 57% to 43%, 8-6. To me, for the most part, the stats are close to even, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say attempts are a little lopsided toward Tampa, but again, they had the 3 power plays. So the fact that they have only 6 shots on those 3 power plays, look at all the attempts, look at all the blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I give that to them. That puts a little bit, Blues blocking shots, and that's powerful to me right now at this moment. Right?
Yeah, I mean, was it a great period? No. There could have been a lot more, a better of a start. It is kind of disappointing to have a start like they did in the beginning, where they take a shot and then it just gets tipped and then goes in the net, and then they're down 1-0. But I mean, yeah, generally the second goal, I'm like, well, it hit off our own guy. Like it should probably just be 1-0 Tampa Bay. The Blues did have a few chances. They had that chance with Sundqvist on the 3-on-1 or whatever. Not the greatest of opportunities. And they haven't had like a crazy amount in front of Vasi, but like I said, when you have to kill off 3 power plays in a single period and you only allow 6 shots and you're getting outshot only by 1, 6-5, I mean, I can't really say that you're playing terrible, because I mean, if you're only allowing 6 shots, I mean, it goes to show what you're doing on the defensive side.
Yeah. No, I think they've had a decent period. I mean, not a great period, but a decent one, and I'm okay with it. I think that the Blues can get back. They showed they can get back in a game, right? They gave up 2 goals in the last second period, but they also scored 2 goals in the last second period. So, right, this is a chance to do what you need to do and come back and be the guys you got to be. Out of town scoreboard, there is not a lot going on. There's only 4 games in the NHL tonight. The only other game that is happening right now is the Canucks are in Philadelphia taking on the Flyers. It's not even a minute, maybe a little more than a minute into the first. And let me do a quick refresh, double check this, make sure I got it right. It's 2 minutes into the first, and it is still scoreless. You look at the score and you want to complain, and I can't. I want to go, oh my God, it's there. Here we go again. Going to get blown out, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Right.
Like I said, I can't really be like, I'm with you. I can't really be upset about the score. I mean, yeah, I would like it to be better. The start could have been better, but I mean, granted, I can't really say like the start could have been better because the Lightning scored in 29 seconds. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, the start's got to be better from that standpoint, but it's like it's a tip shot. It's not like it was a defensive breakdown. Yeah. It was just a tip from the point. So, yeah. But that, like I said, I think the score should be 1-0. I hate, like I said, I really, really hate the own goals. I mean, look at Game 7 when we played the Jets. Most of their goals, besides the 1 goal I think they scored, was off our own guy.
Yeah.
Just crappy luck. I mean, you can't do much about that. Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I am with you. Blues are down 2-0. We'll be heading into the second period soon. Thank you for joining the BlueNote Fan Report tonight. Thank you to E. Guido and Stephen Glass. They put some love in the air tonight. Can you feel The love tonight.
Yep, Lion King. I love it.
Yeah.
Lion King, one of my favorite movies is growing up. Still is one of my favorites.
I got a
Just
question for you. I got a question for you because I don't think you've ever answered this question before. I don't think so. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, yell at me. Have we ever asked you your top 5 hockey movies?
sorry, sorry. Say that again, guy.
Top 5 hockey movies.
No, you've never asked me. But honestly, man, I couldn't even give you. It's shockingly enough, I'm very uncultured when it comes to stuff.
Ah, he froze. Oh, he froze. Can you come back? You froze.
Yeah. I said the one like there's not much that I've watched with hockey movies. Honestly, there is some that I've seen, obviously, but I can't really give you a straight answer. Like I said, the only movies that I really grew up with as a kid that I really watched was like the Mighty Ducks. That was a hockey movie. And I wouldn't even that's not up there for most people for their favorites. I know there's a lot of good hockey movies out there, but I'm pretty uncultured when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't usually step outside of what I like.
Yeah. For me, I mean, and I'm not going to rank them 1 to 5, but I think in my top 5, I have Miracle on Ice, Slapshot, Mystery Alaska, and Youngblood.
Okay, I've seen Slapshot. That is one that I have seen. So yeah, Slapshot would be up there as well. But what's up?
Slapshot.
Yeah, that would be up there too. I just, for me, like I said, I'm so uncultured. I haven't seen a lot of hockey movies. I love the sport of hockey, but I don't really get into watching much of the sport, like watching the movie about hockey, if that makes sense.
No, I get it. For me, so a lot of people really, really enjoyed Miracle, and Stephen Glass says Miracle is the top of my list. But the thing is a lot of people did not see or have not seen the original Miracle on Ice with Carl Malden. It was a 2.5 hour, I want to say 2.5 hour TV movie that came out in 82. And it was, I remember watching that and oh my goodness, just the whole thing with it. And then there was something in the Miracle on Ice that I so pissed off that they took out a Miracle, right? In Miracle, they made it seem like Arizioni was about to get cut, right? Mm-hmm. In all actuality, Arizioni was never the guy that was going to get cut. He was somebody that Herb Brooks saw as a leader really, really early. And not for what he did, not as much just his play on it, but his in the locker room and all of that. He saw that really, really early. And he just focused on it. And in the movie, there's a point where Arizioni goes to Brooks and says, "Look, man, I can't do this anymore. I can't handle all of this. I don't know what's going on." And Brooks tells him, he says, "Look, when I say, a lot of times what I'm saying is to the team and not you." And he's like, "Well, I don't know. And it's too much for me." And he said, "Okay, when I say Arizioni, it's aimed at the team. If I say Mike, that's aimed at you." And then they show a scene where he says Arizioni, then he turns around and says Mike. And you see how Arizioni changes his attitude and his function, and he becomes a better player because now he knows what to really listen to, right? Because he was getting mixed messages. Mm-hmm. And that's why something that I wish they would have put in Miracle a little bit more. Miracle was good, I admit that, but I like the Miracle on Ice better. Mystery Alaska, it's not as much a hockey movie as it's like the argument of Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Did you see the commercial that was just on?
Is it the Bennington one?
The one where they're at the record store.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. Hang on.
Okay.
That's good. Jake Nate, yeah. That's good. That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad that you have your own. That's good that you have a kind of a different of opinion. I'm sure that most people, like you said, have Miracle up there, but like you said, you like Miracle on Ice a little better. So
yeah,
it's nice to have that little bit of a difference of opinion. It's probably not the popular opinion, but that is your opinion. So that's good.
Yeah. The big one that I would say that gets on people's list that I cannot effing stand at all is Goon and Goon 2. I thought those were two of the worst freaking movies ever made. Ever made. They were.
What is it?
Goon and Goon 2.
Oh, Goon, the Goon movies.
Right? Did not like them at all. At all. Just could not get it. Yeah, just not for me. Nope, not no. But what I was trying to get back to was with Mystery Alaska. Some people say, well, that's not really a hockey movie, but it is. And it really delved into how important hockey can be to a culture. Right. And that really, that just, for me, that's what it is. It really showed what hockey means to a community and how it can bring a community together. So,
they were just showing it on the TV there. Justin Falk, third defenseman and active defenseman with most game-winning goals. So that's good for Justin Falk. He has 36. He's behind Carlson and Brett Burns. Brett Burns is leading that by a decent margin, but he's only 2 behind Carlson for the tie. So that's pretty nice to see. As for kind of just a little bit of things around the league before the game picks back up for the second period, Sean Montour for the Seattle Kraken, he's out 4 weeks with a hand injury. He had hand surgery. So, and we have Sidney Crosby. He took over the points lead in Pittsburgh, career all time over Lemieux. So that's a big milestone for him. And then we had some news from the management front where Mark Savard got canned by the Toronto Maple Leafs today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs fire Mark Savard as the assistant coach. For me, this firing had to do with they needed a fall guy, in my opinion. I feel like they're trying to kind of play pause a little bit, try to get a little bit where the Toronto fans are laying off them a little bit. For me personally, I think that they're trying to say like, oh, hey, he's the fall guy, he's the problem, but I truly don't think Mark Savard is the problem there. No. I think it's a player thing, and I think that those players, and I also think it's a Berube thing. I know Berube was in the limelight being talked about being canned there as well. And he's definitely in that discussion eventually, because if this Toronto skid keeps up, he's going to be gone. So
yeah. I feel like that was the message to Berube that you're on the hot seat. But when I think about it now, that's the message to Berube. See, Berube got a message like that before and didn't do anything with it, right? And a lot of people don't realize this, and they I know a lot of people. I still know a lot of Blues fans. Even I saw it last year because I sat there and talked about at the home opener. I was down low, and the seats I were in, I talked about how Berube being gone was good for us, and did I get some hate for that? A lot of hate, actually. These guys were, no, Berube, greatest coach ever, won us the cup, did this, did that. Yeah, well, he also made a lot of guys go away. Oh no, he didn't. Had nothing to do with him. Yeah, it did. Do you think, if you remember the season before Berube got fired, right? The Armstrong came out and said, publicly to the players, Berube's not going anywhere. The coach isn't going anywhere, right? And that, to me, was much as the message to the coach as it was to the players, right? You have a problem in your locker room you need to fix. Players, you need to work with the coach. And that didn't happen, and that's what got Berube fired. He took the message the wrong way. And then I saw a video talking about Berube, and apparently Berube, according to this player or ex-player, Berube's not that guy that players hate and don't want to play for. Yet this is the third team that he's had player issues. So I found that hard to believe. Like when I originally listened to it, I didn't listen to the whole thing before I shared it. Now I was kind of like, maybe I should unshare it, but no, I don't want to do that. We're about to have puck drop.
I think it's more so. His biggest issue right now is with Nylander, I believe. I think Nylander has kind of stopped playing for Berube. I just think, Berube is a part of that old school. I just think that those guys are just losing the voice with the young guys.
Yeah.
Nowadays. I just, I love John Tortorella, and that's a controversial take, but I like John Tortorella because he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He'll go into post-game interviews and call out the poor officiating. He'll call out poor management. He'll call out anything that he doesn't agree with. And I like that from a human aspect, because I hate when they go into the like post-game stuff and you hear the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
So
I don't like the fact. So I know, I get it. You shouldn't say anything bad about your company, but my problem with that is that's a free speech rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
To fine somebody for saying something, to complain about officiating or complain about this or complain about that, whatever, I'm sorry. To me, that falls directly under free speech. Directly under free speech. You got a right to call your boss. Now, your boss has a right to fire you for calling him out. And I get it. And, maybe the league should put pressure on, owners to fire coaches if they do that.
Okay.
But to fine them for saying that, I don't agree with.
Huh?
Say
don't
it.
have any cheese sticks. Okay. Yeah, just 0 Pepsi. Sorry.
We have them.
Yeah, we do. It kind of reminds me of, was it against, I can't remember who they were playing. They were playing a game. It was Tortorella, and they played a game, and something happened, and then they got a penalty or something like that, and then they went into a shootout, I think, and lost or something like that, and then he was livid because he went into the post-game interview. He's like, if done correctly, we win the game. This doesn't go to a shootout. This doesn't get to overtime, and it's a freaking joke, is what he said. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, that's what I want in a coach. I want someone who shows emotion, and I want, like I said, in between the lines. Like, obviously, you want to be professional, but like you said, it's a freedom of speech thing. Why are these players not allowed to go out and speak their mind?
Who are you ordering from, Justin? I'm jealous. John Hefner.
No, I got some taquitos. I got it from my kitchen. So.
Bennington with a really good save there, and Bush Navage with a good shot. They're showing it now on replay. Yeah,
I really hate that I'm so far behind you.
Behind me, yeah.
But no, I just, for me, like I said, I just really like. I've always liked John Tortorella, and that's pretty controversial because I'll get a lot of hate for that because a lot of people are like, no, I don't like John Tortorella. I don't like the way he handles it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, he just shows emotion, man. Like, don't you want your coach to show emotion? Just like I want my players to show emotion. Like,
yeah.
I hate having players see, because my thing is you can't distinguish anything. The same thing the coach says is the same thing the players say. It's like all intertwined together. So you hear the same thing. You hear from three guys usually after the game, and they say the same thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, Guy, that's something that they'll never change because the NHL doesn't want to take accountability. Yeah. And I know that you say, and I do agree with you that they have taken accountability before, but you can't tell me that when they don't allow players to come out and speak their mind, that they're holding themselves accountable.
Oh, I agree. I agree in some aspects of that. I really do. I think, finding someone for saying something negative about officiating, I think that leads to some of the issues that they have in officiating and some of the thought processes with the fan. I want the coach to call out officiating when it's bad. I want the coach to call the players out when they're bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we can see it, right? I mean, if it's something that we're seeing that's not what he's seeing, fine. Tell me what to see, right? But if I'm seeing it and you're seeing the same thing, acknowledge it. Yeah, he had a bad game. He didn't do this, or he should have done better this. I mean, look at, and this is where, I talk. Okay, I'm about to get myself in trouble. Fuck it, I'm going to get myself in trouble. with Berube, it didn't matter what Kyrou did. The last thing Berube said about Kyrou was something negative. Always. Oh, he had 3 points in the game. Yeah, but he gave the puck up twice back there, and that's what he's got to fix. I mean, come on, dude. So.
Well, and now, I mean, now that you look at it, like I said, this Kyrou this year, huh?
No, it was a 3-on-2 and they blew it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're still so far ahead of me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was close. Yeah, I just think that when you think about things, I'd like, I think Berube had, because I've seen him call out Toronto guys this year. Like, he's like, oh, it wasn't good enough. And it was like after poor, like really bad performances. So like, I will say that he does, come out there and say that. I just think for a guy like Berube, he's an older style coach. I just think that he is just losing the younger voices. I truly believe that. I think that it may not be that he's a terrible coach, because I don't think he's I know you don't like Berube, but I don't think he's an abysmal coach. I just think that he is losing the voices of the young guys.
I think he's a better assistant coach than he is a head coach. Right?
I can see that.
This is one thing I learned in the Navy, right? The best CEOs I had were absolute, complete freaking dicks as XOs. I mean, complete, total assholes as XOs. But when they became a CEO, when they became a captain, when they became the commanding officer of a ship, they understood that it's no longer my job to be that asshole, right? It is the job of the XO to be the asshole. I now need to look at things different. I need to hold the XO accountable and let him hold the ship accountable. No one else needs to see me do that. And as a head coach, in most cases, that's what I think they need to be. They need to be like the CEO of a ship and hold their XOs and their department heads accountable and let it roll down. And I don't think that there are too many coaches. Well, actually, I think that a lot of coaches get that. I think some don't. I think Montgomery absolutely gets it because he was a hell of an assistant coach when he was here with us, right? And I think he lets Ott be that guy, right? And I do think that the Blues' next head coach, if Monty doesn't want to resign here, is going to be Ott. If Ott doesn't get a job somewhere else, and I'd hate to he's the one assistant right now I'd hate to lose.
Well, it's actually weird that you say that because I thought for the longest time there, when the Blues were poor, like people were saying like, oh yeah, I think it's time to move on from Ott. Was the general consensus.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Oh, I like Ott. I do. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how many years has Ott been the assistant?
Since
Okay.
Since Mike Yo, so 17.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's been here for a long time.
Yeah. 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
8 seasons, 9 seasons, something like that. Right? This will be his 9th season here. Right? So 17-18 was his first year as an assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
Or as a coach. I don't know, not the head coach, but as a coach of some type. Right? Assistant coach. I guess you can say assistant coach of some type, right? Maybe not the senior assistant. Now he's the senior assistant. He is absolutely the assistant coach. I mean, if for some reason Monty got thrown out of a game, if for some reason Monty got thrown out of a game, Ott would take over the bench.
Man, call me crazy though. I so miss those. I mean, you very rarely see that anymore where coaches get ejected.
Yeah.
But God, I love seeing it when I do see it.
Yeah.
I mean, because first of all, like I said, it shows to the players that you care as a coach. I mean, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I think the main thing is it shows that you care, that you're fighting for them, even though you're not on the ice being physical presence, you are fighting for them, and you're wanting the best for them. When something goes wrong. But I do agree that it is kind of a different time. You have to be a little level-headed. That was one of the better things that Berube did that we talked about, or that you talked about, was how the hand pass happened and we let it go.
Yeah. Yep.
I do think though that there is some cases where I also agree with you 100% that coaches need to start holding the league and officials accountable, though. I really truly believe that. I
don't disagree. Where we differ is if an official makes a mistake, it's, to me, okay, an official made a mistake, they're human. You see it in a different light, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine that you see it more in the gambling perspective, and that's okay, because I do see some of that where I think some of that too. Wow, they're putting pucks on net and they just cannot. Oh,
hey guy, asshole, you're behind me.
What?
I said asshole. I'm behind you.
Oh, sorry. that was wow. I'm sorry. You got it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did. I saw it. Yeah. Justin Falk. I'll tell you what. I do not want to hear any Justin Falk slander for pretty much the rest of the season. I mean, the guy has done everything right this year.
Oh, he has. I mean, they were. I had just said they were swarming the net, and Tucker.
Ooh.
That play was all Tucker.
That was a good play. Good.
Tucker.
See, but and that's where I've talked about, right, guy? Where are the Blues the best? When the Blues defensemen jump up in the offense.
Yeah.
That's exactly when they're at their best. So
Yeah.
Justin Falk gets one. Did that just go in clean, or did that hit off a Tampa player? That might hit off a Tampa guy.
I think it went clear. Did you hear the goal horn?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Did you hear it loud or just really soft?
I heard it.
Okay.
Normal. I heard it clear. Big goal. The Blues needed that they needed the next goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. That was
Justin Falk. I don't want to hear any. Like I said, I do not want to hear any Justin Falk slander for the rest of the year.
Chris Shockey, I'm sending you something. We need to look into it.
Come on, guy. He's married. He doesn't need any nudes, man.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
I thought it. I ended up. It took me a second to translate.
Don't worry, I didn't say nothing. I'm behaving. Man, they are showing that. I will say, like I said, not to discredit, but that save in the first was huge. But like I said, I think the angle, if he does shoot that a little sharper, that does go in the net, but still a great save by Bennington.
Yeah.
The one save that, because they showed it on social media.
So Luke Corrick comes up and says, Tucker with the drive to the net feeds Steinberg for the shot. Tucker receives it after the save and feeds Falk for a one-timer from the point. It's his 10th to tie Jake Neighbors for team lead. Stenberg, I think I said Stein early. Stenberg with another assist on his play, his third in the past 2 games.
No, I actually think you said it right the first time.
Stenberg.
Okay. I wasn't paying too extreme attention. Like I said, I can understand why you think that there's an I in there. You would think generally when you think of how his name is spelled, there's an I there usually.
Yeah.
Big goal.
More.
What's up?
The Blues are on FanDuel Sports, Mike. They are on FanDuel Sports, buddy.
FanDuel Sports.
Tucker was the guy. Tucker brought it in, got it to Stenberg, and it's just automatic that I say it that way, to Stenberg, and then Stenberg takes the shot. Falk goes all the way to the back, gets the net, gets the puck, takes it all the way around to the red line, and gets it over to Falk for that one-timer, and then there's nothing after that.
That's a wicked shot. I don't know if that's just a good placement shot or if that's one that Vasi probably should have had. I don't know.
I have to see it again, but I just from that spot with all those bodies in front, that's a placement shot.
Yeah, I think because there was a lot of bodies there.
It's not like the Red Sea parted, right?
No.
It wasn't. What was his name? Oh, from the Mighty Ducks, the guy with the shark, the Bash Brothers. I can't think of his name.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank either.
Yeah. The big kid,
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Just go ahead and make your point.
Dumbass. Mood today, ain't I?
No, because I'm drawing a blank on the name as well, and I think it's something so simple too.
Yeah.
For the name, but I can't remember him. But yeah, no, you were saying the seas didn't part. Yeah, I think that there was a lot of bodies there, so it probably was just he was screened.
Yeah. They got it back.
Man, they're just taking advantage of these tips, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, as a defensive standpoint, I just don't know how you can crap on it. I mean, they're not defensive breakdowns, they're just tips.
Yeah. Well, Mayu didn't get a good puck to push Navids there, and it slipped by him. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, looking at it now, Mayu gets that kind of a weak pass. Doesn't really doesn't connect with Bush.
A lot of people might blame Bushnavid for that, but that pass was not what it should have been to the player in that section of the ice. Somebody outside of the house in the center of the ice, that's got to be a tape to tape hard pass so they can get it up ice, and it wasn't. I mean, I will say this, that Joey is on Boberg about, or not Boberg, Mayu about it. Again, I'm not unhappy with this being a 3-1 game. I mean, now do I want us to be? Oh wow, Boberg! If he would have been ready for that, oh my goodness, it'd have been 3-2. Oh, it'd have been 3-2. That just caught him by surprise, and I don't blame him for it. That wasn't, or not. It might have been Fabry, not Boberg. Fabry. It's the 6 and the 9 look similar, real quick.
Yeah, that was just disappointing. I mean, you don't expect the player to turn it over behind the net like that. So, yeah, if he was ready for it, that was a good opportunity to get a.
My lady boss is in love with Falk. Met him at the Havana casino night. Such a super fun guy to talk to us. Yeah. Hefner says 6 tape-to-tape passes and a miss. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Hefner's in a mood, too, tonight. He's in a negativity mood. And you know what, John? You're absolutely welcome to be in a negativity mood. I have no issue with it. Oh yeah. It just right past Fabry, and surprised him because yeah.
I mean, great forecheck. I mean, but like I said, he's coming in with so much speed, and like I said, you don't expect a Tampa Bay player to lose the puck like that behind the net.
Yeah, you don't. And so again, not bad play. I mean, it's just one of them. Oh, I wish, but you can't sit there and go, oh, he screwed it up. He didn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking at this game. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be the bastard. I'm trying to be that dickhead, and I can't. I want to. I can't. Because I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, is it the Florida performance that they had? No, but it's like, I mean, look at the shot. I mean, this has been a low shot game, 10-9.
10-9. That's a good defensive battle in my heart.
Oh, a little bit of a misplay there behind the net.
Oh, they should have whistled that.
What? I said, I'm still behind you.
Vasilevsky putting his hand on the puck, and he's got it completely covered until the Blues player goes right by him, and then he slides it out. That was held long enough to be a whistle. That should have been a face-off.
Might I add, chicken taquitos from Costco, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't really. I'm disappointed too, but like I said, the Mayu missing that pass a little bit, and then they score on the. But it's like 3 goals have been deflections. The one bounced off our own guy, which is technically still a deflection off our own guy. So I mean, 3 deflection goals. I mean, what can you do about those? I mean, I feel when you talk. Sorry, go ahead.
I get deflection goal, but again, and like you said, Mayu it should have been a better pass. Okay. Lana and I supporting our boys at all times. I know you are, John. It's just your comments have been on a negative side tonight, and that's fine. You're welcome to it. And I've tried. I'm from the get-go.
See, my consensus is I don't mind the negativity, John. It's not the negativity, it's the full negativity. If you cannot bring out a positive in some of a negative, then that's a concern for me. If it's just negative, then I'm going to call you out on it. If it's negative, but it's 3 tip goals, or Bennington needs to be better. Like not that I'm saying that. That's not what I'm saying. So don't misconstrue. But I'm making a point. Oh, Bennington needs to be better, but the goal hit off a Falk. So I mean, can you really blame him? That's what I mean. You got to be positive. I mean, you don't have to be fully positive, but you have to take your negatives and you have to look at the positives as well.
Yeah, it's that old saying, the Clint Eastwood movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 2 of those are negative, but there's still the good leads it. And this year, I mean, we could have started games by the bad, the ugly, and the even uglier.
I mean, for me, like I said, there's been games where the Blues will go down, right? And then they just seem to be out of it. I don't feel that they're out of this game. I feel like they're still putting effort in. Like, unlike the Washington game when they went down, the Vegas game when they went down, I feel that there's effort here. I feel that they're actually getting to the Blues that we expected them to be. Obviously, we want them to win, but we're seeing them actually battle and not just give up.
Hey, Mike, I get what you're saying. Sometimes Christmas makes people upset after seeing the credit card bill. Problem is the credit card bills don't come until January. So, this is pre-upset. They know what's coming. You got to admit, I've been in a mood today, haven't I? I think it's been good. I think I've been funny. I think I've been challenging. I think I've, maybe, and I say this maybe Corey doing his post-game reaction put me in a, hey, step up your game, jackass. Right? Maybe. And so thank you, Corey. Right? And I'm willing to admit, I did text you and say, hey, I don't know how I feel about this. Right? I'm not hiding anything. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's gonna take time, but like you said, the friendly competition, although it's friendly competition, it'll make you better.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Well, I appreciate that I don't know if that person's watching, but appreciate the follow from whoever just gave our TikTok another follow. So that's another follower.
Great. Yeah, I seen one earlier. Are we at like 302 now?
What's up?
I think are we at 301 or 302?
I'm shopping for an outfit that has the
302.
Okay, yeah. Somebody new just hit us up. Thank you.
Yeah, it'll grow. Like I said, the TikTok the lives, I think the lives will really help too, because I think, if we can get some topics on there.
Yeah. JJ says, sounds like you're having fun, guy. I guess I am. I'm excited. My daughter's going to be here on Christmas Day, my oldest, with her girlfriend, her significant other. And I'm happy to have them in. I had 2 therapy sessions today that were decent. And, I talked about some things that were a little hard to talk about, some emotional stuff, and that was good. And got a little bit of a nap before the show started, because earlier shows are a little harder on me. And when I say earlier, I mean, you guys, it's 5:00 for me, 1:30, or when the time changes, 12:30. Sometimes that can be a little bit difficult to do shows with, especially when I'm used to doing them at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So when they shift to 1 or 2, that does make it a little bit harder.
Another aspect of this is it's going to be interesting once the Blues start to get healthy, because I think that there's a good possibility that we might get to see Kyrou back. Snuggerud might be back. After the break, we might have 2 guys back. So it's going to be interesting, if the Blues can keep that consistency, because then all you're doing is you're keeping that consistency, but you're adding 2 key offensive pieces. So hopefully that helps you. Huh?
Oh, never mind. There was a neutral zone turnover that led to a breakaway, and the Blues covered it. I'm even down 3. I'm enjoying this game. What's the weather like? Oh, it's been raining. I haven't gone out today, so I don't know. And the rain, I'm not a rain person. If anybody knows me, I'm not a rain person. I've gotten better with it over the years, over the last couple of years, but I'm still not a good rain person. All right. Justin, you might have froze, bud. Justin, he's frozen like a pizza. Justin, he was a frozen like a pizza. Pizza pie, pizza pie, pizza pie. Die for the pizza pie. I'm going to have to break some of this out and put it out as reels. I think I'm having a good day today. Right? You guys enjoying me today? Are you guys enjoying me today? You missed it.
What?
Justin was frozen like a pizza pie.
Yeah. I was frozen, yep. Go figure.
Oh, my goodness.
Sooner or later, one of these days, I'll get a stream where we actually go through a whole stream and I don't freeze.
I don't know how much of that is on you or how much of it's on me.
Right? I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't know. I actually need to call I think they've upgraded my I need to get an upgraded modem to have a little bit better. I'm going to have to call my once my girls are gone, I'm going to call the cable company and try and schedule them to come in here and do that, take care of that. Right? Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I completely forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, I'm. This commercial on of this toolbox. Every time I watch games, I'm just pizza man. Eagle eye pizza guy. This is for Pizza Joe JJ. Pizza man, eagle eye, and pizza guy. Oh my goodness. I even don't know what the frick I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, that was a good play there. Oh, Brover should have shot it instead of dropping it. Little situational awareness there. I think that's so important in hockey. I don't think people really realize how important that is. All right. IC generator! Did you see this? Did you see what he said? Teacher said every time guy sings, a devil gets its wings.
Who? The teacher? What?
Yeah, no. This is from A Wonderful Life. He's changed A Wonderful Life. Teacher said, in A Wonderful Life, the girl says, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets her its wings. Oh, I like that AC. That's pretty good.
Pretty good, AC generator.
You met him. You know who he is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do. Oh, I certainly do.
Met a lot of good people while we were in the Louvre, man. A lot of good people.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the most games I've been to in a really, 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 like in 35 years. I haven't been to that many games in a season since I was before the Navy, right? Before the Navy. And the ability to meet the people that we were able to meet, that was really powerful to me. Right? Mm-hmm. That was really powerful to me. Didn't matter where
that was the most games I've ever been to.
Definitely took advantage of vet ticks there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, heck, why wouldn't you when you can get tickets for that good price?
Yeah. If I lived there, I would end up going to almost every single game. Right. Mm-hmm. I'd be getting at least 2 tickets to almost every single game. And the guys that live there and do it a lot, they get the better tickets because they get the notification right away and they're able to get right on and get those good tickets. Oh!
Oh, man, dude, you're so far ahead of me, dude.
Yeah, probably like 12 seconds.
I don't mind being. Hang on. 1:12.
59.
Yeah, I mean, you're so freaking far ahead of me. It's
I'm 12 seconds ahead of you. Actually, if I come back next year, John, I don't think I'm going to stay for the Halloween game. I think I'm going to leave. I want to actually I'd like to spend more time, and I'd like to spend more time traveling and fishing. I'd like to fish in more places this time and have more time to do that, right? So be able to stay in a place for a day or two and go to a lake and fish the lake, even if it's from bank. Not a bad period again. They, an even up period. They scored 1, they gave up 1. But overall, I don't think this is a bad period. And their shots, they're now leading shots 16-12, right? Shots for the period were 11-6. They've held Tampa Bay, the high scoring Tampa Bay, to 6 shots or 12 shots. Yeah. Now, bear in mind, Tampa does have 3 goals on those 12 shots, which is a hell of a shooting percentage. But it doesn't, I can't look at that and go, those are 3 goals they should have had, right? Maybe 1, but so I'm okay with this. No penalties that period, right? Penalty-free period. 2 goals. First goal at the 6:43 mark by Justin Falk from Tucker and Stenberg, and Tucker did everything to set that thing up. And then Cicerelli gets 1 from Radish at 8:01, just about a minute and a half later. Overall, we'll get some stats here in a second. Let's see if I can get this right. So it was 24 to like 12 or 13 in the attempts in the first period, if I remember correctly. In the second period, Tampa, 38 or 33 attempts for Tampa, 41 for the Blues. So they're getting pucks to the net, right? They're getting pucks out there. They are absolutely getting pucks out there. They're so it's not like they're not being offensively aggressive. They're getting out there. Hits 19 for Tampa, 7 for St. Louis. Tampa's been physical, but I think St. Louis probably held the puck a little more. Tampa's given it away 11 times. Blues have only given it away 8. That number shot from the first period. Tampa has 1 takeaway. The Blues have 3. That number's flopped from the first period. Block shots. Tampa now has 14. The Blues have 7. I think that that flop from the first period also. And the face-off the flop. That's now 18-16 in favor of Tampa, 57% to 47%. But again, I look at that period and go, good period. Yeah, we're down 3-1. Good period. Right?
Yeah, I mean, everything could be worse. Like I said, it doesn't feel like a team that's given up like they have in certain other games. But like I said, I'd like a little bit better of a outcome, considering the Tampa Bay Lightning only have 12 shots. I mean, it speaks to how they play defensively on that front. That they're only allowed, the 12 shots. But there's still 20 minutes to play. It's not all is lost, that's for sure. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at this and going, okay. If I didn't know the score, I think it was a tie game. Right? More or less, I wouldn't think that Tampa's played good enough to be up 3-1. But I don't think the Blues have played bad enough to be down 3-1. Does that make any freaking sense at all?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Like I said, it's not for me, it's not a game that has been defensively bad coverage wise. Like I said, the only really thing that I could pinpoint and say, okay, if that has to be better, would be the Mayu pass. But I'm not going to harp on it too much. You can sit there and say that either it was Mayu missing a pass, or you can say it was Buchnevich not skating fast enough there and not moving his feet. I don't know. You can make cases on both, but 3 tip goals. I mean, when you score 3 tip goals, you can't really fault anyone defensively there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't fault the goalie. You can't fault anyone defensively.
I came on tonight's game thinking, this is one of those, okay, we've been playing good. Let's play good again. Let's get that winning streak going, da-da-da-da. But at the same time, I'm going, but effort. If they're showing effort and lose, okay, this is a good team they're losing to. This could be a, quote, good loss. But at the same time, I've been going back and forth. I want to be the dickhead. I want to be that guy that's, hanging on them. Oh, they didn't do this. Oh, they didn't do that. Oh, they didn't. And I can't, because I don't see any of that tonight. Oh, yeah, that shot, C&I shot. That shot through a lot of bodies, didn't touch a thing. And I was like, I'm gonna piss Justin off tonight. He's gonna yell at me, and I can't do it.
Nah, I mean, like I said, there's nothing in this game to where I'm like, this sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, if you compare these to some of the losses this year, I mean, I can't say like, oh, this is a terrible loss or this is terrible game.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with what we're seeing right now. I really am. Other than the score, would I like the score to be closer? But I'm not counting this team out. Unless they give up one early in the first, or in the third, I'm not counting them out. Right?
Yeah,
by the way, to everybody out there, happy holidays from the Blue Note Fan Report.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Got to throw that in there, Justin, man.
Yeah, well,
Eagle Eye, got to say that.
Yeah, well, I'll give my happy holidays at the end of the show.
Well, I wanted to make sure I didn't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
For you, Justin. For you, Justin.
Well, I don't even know really what I'm looking at here.
It's a Christmas scene.
Oh. Very nice. Very nice. Do.
What am I looking
Just a little bit kind of rundown. We're in the second intermission. Not much. We went over the stats, kind of everything like that. But we had, the Blues obviously down 3-1. The Vancouver Canucks and Flyers are tied 0-0. That's in the second period. And the games later tonight will be LA against the Blue Jackets and the Ducks versus Seattle. So those games have not started yet.
Yeah. I'm looking for something. I can't find it right now. Why can't I find it? I know it. I know I did it. I know it was out there. I did it with the Ashley show, and now I can't find it. Dumb, give me gum. Where's my? Come on. This is upsetting. Oh, well. There you go, Justin.
What the hell is that?
That's a hockey playing Santa Claus. You got to be a good boy, Justin, or Santa's not coming.
Yeah, Santa Claus is putting me on his naughty list, that's for sure.
Oh, I told you, I'm in an effing mood today, man. I'm in an effing mood. I guess it's weird, but yeah, fun mood. I hope people are laughing and feeling it and enjoying the show tonight and everything that goes with it. I'm a weird guy sometimes. I know I'm a guy that you can hate and love at the same time, and I appreciate that if you do. I love duality. If you haven't figured that out about me, you just do not freaking know me at all. There is nothing I love more than duality.
Yeah. Well, now that we're just kind of chilling out till the second period, I'm going to do what I usually do, and I'm going to do some interesting things. I'm going to go to the St. Louis X account and see what people think about this game.
Yeah,
it's going
to be negative.
I'm sure they all behave very nicely for Santa Claus that's coming in 3 days. I'm sure. Sure they have learned their lesson.
Damn, that was bad.
What the hell was that?
That was my Scrooge laugh.
Okay, and I quote, Blues go third period up next. Wish it wasn't, but wish it wasn't, bestie. I really can't lie. And I quote, if Tampa Bay can sit Kucherov, why can't the St. Louis Blues sit Bush for a few shifts? Lazy, uninspired, or tired, either way, Bush needs to sit.
Oh, no! Who are you watching a freaking game? Are you watching the freaking game?
That's what I'm reading, man. There needs to be a reset and not a retool. It's Jover. It's over pretty much. Hopefully this goes into overtime. I really like the Blues' chances there. There's a positive.
I think that's sarcastic. I think that's sarcastic when the Blues are.
Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't scream, but it could be. I don't know. We are asleep at the wheel. I guess they are already on break.
What game are they watching?
Tomer, man, Bush sucks. That's all I said. Man, Bush sucks.
I look at that play. Maybe Bush didn't have his stick down. Maybe. I don't know. But Broberg at the same time, that pass wasn't a great pass to him either. Right? And again, I thought for the most part, I thought Bush has played well this game. Right?
I haven't been too bad. And then here we go. WTF, does he have sorry, this is not English. Okay. WTF, does he have keep playing Benny shit? Why?
Talk about turning. That's the same guy who's Bennington's the greatest goalie ever, and he brought us the cup along with. Got to be the same guy.
The person that did that won't quit. Was his name?
Quit.
We did. I don't think we went over it, but Robert Thomas. Big congratulations to him. He had 500 games, NHL games tonight.
Oh, so, okay. No, we didn't. I didn't know that.
500 NHL games tonight for Thomas. That's a huge milestone for him. Great player. Hope he continues to be with the Blues for a long time. Let's see. Okay. This has got to be like our thing for like intermission time sometimes. Just to scroll through Blues Twitter. Huh? Yeah. So Cirelli restores the 2-goal lead. This team is such an eyesore to watch. There's nothing even fun or watchable about them. Period. And if that's not enough, I have both Cirelli and Kucherov in fantasy accidentally left them both on the bench. That was his insight for the tying or for the 3-1 lead. We need to
post something on Blues Twitter that says if you think if you're so set that this is negative, watch the BlueNote Fan Report so we can change your mind, and we'll get people coming in here just to tell us how fucked up we are.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fuck this. No, this is on Blues Twitter, right?
Yeah, St. Louis Blues X. I find it. I love going to read them because I just feel like some of them they know what they're talking about, but some of them don't, and you can very clearly see the ones that do know what they're talking about and some that they don't.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Let's see. Every time I start to somewhat believe, I just get boned, and we all know this guy. We all know this guy. You'd think when you allow a goal, you learn from it, take farther steps to prevent the exact same effing play from happening again. And I'll give you a guess because you know this guy, because this guy you talked about having on your show, and then he said he wanted to be anonymous. So I'm not going to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. if I say that. Probably.
He what? He said he was going to be on the show.
He wanted to be on the show, but he wanted to be anonymous. He didn't want to be on camera.
I can't remember who that is. I've had a couple of people tell me that.
Okay, well, I'll give you it. His first name is Blues.
Oh, Blues Views?
No, the other one.
Don't remember.
Starts with an M.
Blues Memes?
Blues. Okay, screw it. I don't care. Blues Muse.
Blues Muse, yeah.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know. Level half Navy.
Let's see. Let's see. Blues can't tank because they too busy thinking they a good hockey team.
Blues can't tank because they too busy. First of all, at least I'm bad with typing, but at least I try and reread what I type.
Okay, let's see.
I'm going to post this right. I'm getting ready to post. I'm going to read it to you then. To all of the at ST St. Louis Blues fans who think this is a bad game.
I would say just a bad team. I would say a bad team, not just a bad game. I would say just a bad team.
Okay, bad team. Join bad team. Join me and Justin Justin Scott on
the third period's getting ready to start, but it says lazy players in front of the worst goalie in the NHL expected results. Is what somebody said.
No. Report so we can change your mind. Yeah, let's see if this works.
Oh, we would never change any of their minds.
Oh, I know.
They're too far gone. So these are the last two I want to read because I think they're funny. He says, yeah. I know some 8U players that could have caught that pass, was a comment that someone wrote. And then I guess that's referring to Bush, I guess, I would assume.
Yeah.
And then the other one was, hopefully people weren't fooled by the last two games. This team is still absolute dog shit. Quicker players start getting traded. Sooner these players can fully check out and embrace the tank. I can't see your face right now, but I'm sure you're making.
Yeah, no, I'm working on this.
Did you hear that comment though?
Yeah. And come on, do it right. There we go. And I'm going to post this right. Oh, I want to make sure I do the hashtag.
All right, well, the third period's underway, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if the Blues can come back in this game. They're still not out of it. Still full 20 minutes to go.
All right. There we go. Okay, let's see if we get some Twitter folks on YouTube. So where are we at? Games 18:45 left in the game. Left in regulation. Can't say the game. We want to win. We want to win. We want to win. People, I mean, it's just be negative to be negative. Those are the people that sit there and want this team to go 82-0 and don't understand the difference between a good loss and a bad loss and a good win and a bad win. And if you out there and you think that there's no such thing as a bad win and there's no such thing as a good loss, I'm sorry. I'm going to use Justin's sentiment here and say you're a freaking idiot, right? Because there are good wins, there are losses, and there are bad wins, and there are bad losses.
Well, now you're kind of understanding that I'm not calling out people that are frustrated. I can 100% be frustrated, but I can also call out positives in in a negative. I don't have to be negative and just complete negative.
Yeah.
Which is why I say there's a difference between complaining or frustration and negativity, and ignorance. And most of these Blues fans have been ignorant, which is why I call them out, because they make fans like us who truly do care, that can see the positives, look bad. And I know you say that that's not the case, but it truly is, because for the longest time.
He froze again. He's frozen pizza. Pizza. Oh, you were a pizza for a second.
Yeah. It's like, and I know that you said that you don't agree with that sentiment completely, and I can understand it, but it's like, for the longest time, it was like, oh, well, the Blues fans they're humble, they're competitive, they just support their team, they really enjoy their Blues hockey. But then, since the Kadri stuff, since the Blues have been going through the retool, I mean, the amount of Blues fans that have made Blues fans just look so bad, it's incredible. It's outstanding, the number of times that they've made us look bad. Because I'm with you. I agree that I don't think that that you should be expecting a team to go 82-0. It's not realistic.
No, absolutely, it's not. And too many people believe that that's what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Blues are in the zone. Like, they're in the zone in this period so far. They're being aggressive, not stepping off. Had a few good chances, kind of bounced off our own guys. We're not getting the puck bounces to get to the net.
Lon and I were joking. Every enlisted member has been asked, "Are you that effing stupid? Even if you did all things correctly, I see open, shoot the damn puck."
For me, like I said, there is a difference between frustration, negativity, and ignorance. And what most Blues fans are is ignorant. Because, I mean, how can you sit there and say that this team is dog shit? Because you were the same person on Blues Twitter who sat there and said, "Oh, this team is so bad," after they won against Florida. So, stop being a hypocrite. Seriously.
Yeah. Some of those accounts, it feels like all they want to do is they're if I was worried about clicks, I'd get on here and do the same damn thing. And obviously I'm not worried about clicks, because it's my show. I'm going to do my show the way I want to do my effing show. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you're going to sit here, you're going to comment, you're going to watch the game with us, and you're going to enjoy it. Otherwise, go F yourself. Told you I was in a mood today.
Well, it's like, yeah, I do agree with you that there is accounts on like social medias and stuff where they engagement farm, where they want to throw some stuff out, and because they know it'll get clicks, they know it'll get likes, they'll know it gets engagement. So sometimes it may not even be accurate. It's just sometimes they just want to be that type of person to farm clicks and stuff.
When most of Blues Twitter posts out there, I want to get that meme from, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, Full Metal Jacket.
No, I have not.
What's your major malfunction, Gomer? All right, it's Gomer Pyle. What's your major malfunction? One of those. I got to find that GIF.
Oh my God! Come on, man, dude. When are the Blues going to get a power play in this game? Like, good God, man. How are you calling that a penalty? Good God, man. That's just a good defensive play, man. Give us a break. Oh, my God, man.
That's I mean, it is iffy, but it's close. I can see it both ways. Right?
No,
I
that's
get what you're
weak.
saying.
That's
get what
weak.
I do get what you're saying.
That's weak. He had absolutely no chance at getting a good shot off in that play. Mayu already caught up to him. That's a bad play. That's a bad call. It's a soft call. Sorry, a soft call. The Tampa Bay Lightning have had 4 power plays in this game. The Blues have had 1.
There it is. I found it. Yeah, there's another power play goal.
Yeah, I mean that's a another week. I'm gonna say week because it was weak in my mind. Another weak call leading to a goal. Blues were all over the Lightning here to start this first third period, and then a power play ruins that momentum.
Here you go, Justin. What's your major malfunction, numb nuts? Mommy and daddy show you enough attention when you were a child?
I probably have seen the clip of what you're showing me right there, but
yeah, and that's why I got kicked out of the Blues Lounge. Right? That's one of the reasons I got kicked out of the Blues Lounge, I think. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's the first goal that the Tampa Bay that the puck actually went directly into the net without being tipped.
Yeah. Ooh, good little shot there, Divorce. Ah, we got one.
Oh.
Well, now if we can make it count.
Man, I get it, man. I just go to hoot. I hate makeup calls, man. I hate them. I severely hate them.
Get the play right to begin with, and you don't have to have a makeup call, right?
Well, yeah, well, and that's what I mean. Like, that's why I hate makeup calls, because the only reason you're making a makeup call is because your first call was bogus. So if you don't make that call, I'm sorry, guy. I haven't had a problem with the officials again tonight. Like, I'm not having too much of an issue with it. I do agree that the Blues, it took this long to get them a power play. I don't think that Tampa Bay has been like undisciplined by any means, but the Blues, I mean, that was a weak call on Mayu. That was so weak. That was not a hold. Yeah, I mean,
I'm with you.
I mean, maybe not, maybe a holding like after the fact, but like if you're talking about it's a hold because it prevented him from getting a shot, he was on his backhand and Mayu caught up to him. Like that was a very, very weak call.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's interesting. Like I said, for me, I just can't be mad. I really want the Blues to win, but I can't be mad about this game. I can't.
Yeah.
And it's not a Picasso by any means. It's not like a game that they like have had a bunch of great A chances, but I feel like they've been right in the game the whole time.
It says every time Justin asks, we get a power play.
Well, but that's the thing, though. I mean, maybe someone else can concur with me. Was that call on Mayu weak? I mean, that looked weak as hell to me. I mean, a guy coming back and defend. I mean, what do you want him to do? Do you not want him to come back and defend his breakaway opportunity? Like, I don't know, but that was just a makeup call. I actually didn't even see the penalty. I don't even know what they called. But that was 100% a makeup call. Good try. Good try. I mean, you're talking about a Tampa team that's been in the third period, almost halfway through the third period, and they have just 15 shots.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, it's he who should not be named. Is this team playing well but not scoring, or is this team just being outplayed? I can't watch. I say they're playing well but not scoring.
It's like it's. Sorry, go ahead.
He who should not be named says, is this team playing well but not scoring, or is the team being outplayed? I can't watch. I think they're playing well but not scoring. Right? Would you agree? Or I don't think they're being outplayed.
No, for the outplayed factor, no, I don't think they're being outplayed. Like I said, is this a game that is a Picasso by any means? Like, was this the Florida game? No, but this is a game that they have stuck in pretty much the whole time. Yeah. And outside of 3 goals were deflection goals. One was off our own guy. And then the only goal that they scored was like legitimately scored, like where it didn't hit anything, was the 4th goal. And it was on the power play from a weak Mayu call. So, I mean, for me, I can't really hate this game just because I knew this was going to be a tough game. Tampa Bay is a good team.
Bennington's in net. Bennington's in net. He who should not be named. You were right, though. You said he who should not be named will show up later, and he did.
Mm-hmm. I figured he would.
Oh, I'm a nut. I don't know what's going on with me today. The meds. Am I on guys' naughty list or what? Oh, he who should not be named. And guess what? He who should not be named finally decided to put a like on the board.
There we go. It took you long enough.
Oh, that again. That's enough. Oh, okay, they did. That just seemed like a late whistle, like they didn't whistle it, and this time they did. Right. Fabry's right there, man. If Fabry could have put a good stick on that could have gone in. No, I'm enjoying the game today. I'm enjoying Justin's company. What the f is wrong with me? I'm enjoying your company. Oh man, I guess maybe my meds are finally kicking in. It's taken a month and a half, but I guess they're kicking in because I'm giddy as hell. Give it to me, baby. Give me what you got. Put the biscuit in the basket. For a Trisket or a Trasket. Could say Bennington. He's not been Winnington lately, but he hasn't played bad either. Dun 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 dun. You know that thing I said where I'm enjoying it. You know that was a joke, right?
Yeah, I wasn't even taking it anything other than that.
Yeah, it was a giddy joke. That's all it was. I didn't want you like. What do you mean? You're enjoying being with me? What the fuck, guy? Poor Benner guy can't catch a break. I agree with you. He who shall not be named.
Yeah, he is. He's not catching a break. That's for sure. He's for sure. Like I said, these two starts, I can't say anything about Bennington. Bennington had a good performance in the last game, and he had a good performance in this game.
Yeah, the results aren't on the scoreboard. If you just look at the scoreboard and you don't watch the game, and just look at the score sheet, and you don't want,
you think Bennington's the issue, but if you watch the goals, I mean, he can't do anything about those.
Yeah, he's not at all. Not at all.
This isn't a game that they just haven't they haven't gone away though. Like they've still been in the zone. They've still been trying to get some cycle going. I mean, it's like the games that I was comparing it to, like the Washington game, the Vegas game. I mean, those were games that they practically just gave up in. They haven't given up in this game.
No, not in the least bit. I'm on board with you in that. They have not given up.
But like I said, in a devil's advocate kind of way, if you want me to be a little bit negative, it is not a Picasso. Yes, it is not a game that they have given up, but it is a game that they probably could have tightened up a little bit. I mean, I think that's fair to say. I think that's not being too negative. I think I'm still being positive, but I'm also saying that they probably could have tightened up a little bit.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that sentiment whatsoever. And I am fucked in the head today. I got you laughing, so I'm okay with that. I bet your mom is cracking up. I bet she's absolutely cracking up today. Game day. Where are the good Blues? Where's my win? They're playing okay, but can't score. Dante's Inferno says when we score a goal, it deflates us more than it enhances us. Remember how everyone was after Falk being the odd man out. Those people are silent. They've been awesome all year due to scoring goals and points from the back end. Gave it right back, man. Our play after scoring a goal has been atrocious this year. It's been a year-long issue, giving a goal right back. And I agree with some of that. Alex Frio is hyping Berggren like he's going to help the top line. Like, no, well, I don't think that, but he's done well on the top line. He who should not be named.
Has he been this has been the least noticeable that I've seen him tonight but that's going to happen. But like I said, what? Oh, Broberg with a good chance. The Blues defense man jumping up in the offense though, man. I'm telling you.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. Did something else happen? I feel for me, like, I feel like the oh, very good try. There's Bergeron right there. There's I feel that this game is like the Lightning. They haven't had like crazy sustainable ozone cycle time. It's like they come in the zone, they circle around, do few dangles, few circles, and then they throw it back to the point and shoot for a tip. I feel like that's what their game is tonight, and it's worked out. But honestly, I don't feel with the struggles that the Blues have had offensively, putting the puck in the back of the net, it's working. But this type of style that they're playing tonight, the Tampa Bay Lightning are playing tonight, is not going to be sustainable for teams that are able to put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah.
But I just cannot be mad. What are the shots in this period? The shots definitely got to be favoring St. Louis.
7-3.
Yeah, so I mean,
they're 23-16 for the game. I mean, they ended up giving him an extra shot. They gave him a 7th shot in the second period. It ended up being 11-7 in the second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like I said, there's just times where I can be negative and piss and moan, but this is not one of them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness.
So we kind of got the game's not over yet. We'll kind of I'm sure we'll kind of get into it a little bit. We won't do probably extremely long post game.
No, we won't.
We can kind of talk about that was weird. We can kind of talk about the what's coming up after the break.
Yeah, we're not going to do a long post game. I mean, there's no sense in it, and oh, Dr. Detroit, thank you. I'll wait for Justin to get back. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. Happy holidays to you too. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Man, if you're just that pissed off at me and you don't like me anymore, just leave. I'm so tired of this, man.
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I saw a comment on the screen. I'm like, oh, who's he yelling at now?
No, I was talking to you and the freezer locking up.
No, that time I didn't even freeze. I went black screen and then it just kicked me out. Yeah. Oh crappy! Yeah, and actually, I'm actually only at 20% on this thing, so it might die. So hopefully we can get through it quick enough.
Oh, okay. Tonight you are Eagle Eye Cheetos guy.
Eagle Eye Cheetos guy. Why the hell am I a Cheetos guy? I didn't have any Cheetos.
It's got Eagle Eye and CHCETOS. I'm thinking I think that's what he means, but I don't know. Mark Savard got canned in Toronto. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. I was surprised. I think that's a message to Berube to fix shit. Dr. Detroit. No, Justin, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. I'm in a really good mood. I'm in a funky mood. I've been laughing, I've been joking, and I was just giving you crap. Like, it's sometimes my therapist, one of the therapists that I'm with, has to read this spiel about, if you feel this way or that you'll get help from your local, and I'll sit there and I'll go, no, I'm not. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm not going to do it, and she just laughs her butt off. So,
Broberg, another good chance.
Yeah, just teams play well tonight.
That's a trip. Why is that not a penalty? Unless that was a toe pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you. I thought, because like I said, I saw a comment on the screen, so Oh, another good chance. I mean, see, the Blues are getting chances, man. It's not like they're not getting
They are,
chances.
and it's just you're playing a world class goalie, and he's been able to stop. They haven't gotten the same deflections that like they don't have. They've had almost zero deflections on the net.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
if you want to complain about anything, bodies in front of the net. No bodies in front of the net to get deflections to get the same type of goals that they've got. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't say not enough pucks towards the net because I think they've had enough pucks towards the net. Right.
Yeah, I mean, they have.
So when it comes down to it, I mean, there's 23 shots, and I'm looking at just off the top of my head, almost 60 attempts. Right? Oh, what you were eating? The Chiquitos, I think.
That's what you're taquitos, eating. Chicken taquitos from Costco, which are really good. If you ever have it.
So that's what I was kind of referring to, or going on. That's the only negative I can find. Not enough pucks towards the net when you need to.
Not enough bodies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, this hasn't been a game where they've had extremely dangerous chances, but it has been a game where if those do go on the net, who knows? The game could be different. But for someone to come out, and this is what I mean by ignorance, for someone to come out on Twitter or anything like that and say that this team is, and I quote, dog shit. Yeah. I mean, you're clearly you are not watching. You are not using your eyes.
And if be negative to be negative.
Exactly. There's no way that you can look at this game and say that the team is shit. There's no way that you can say that. I mean, I can see you making that case when they make that effort against the Washington Capitals, when they got blown out in that game, or the Vegas game. The games that they showed up and then they didn't show up. After they went down, they just gave up. I mean, but then again, I will never, for me, even if the Blues are playing bad and they're, poor hockey right now, not right now, but if they're playing poor hockey, I'm still not going to call my own team shit. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just not going to do that because I know
I won't do that.
I just know that they're not. That's like me saying, okay, oh, the Minnesota Wild got Quinn Hughes and we're on a 4-game win streak with them and then lost to Colorado. Well, Colorado's a freaking freight train right now. So am I going to call the Minnesota dog shit because they lost? No, I'm not going to call them dog shit.
I'm sorry. I got to laugh at this. And this is an inside joke a little bit, but Stephen Glass says even I wouldn't say that.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, though. I just there's no way you can look at something. Like I said, there's ignorance and there's frustration. Yeah. Most people are ignorant right now. And this team has not played a bad game. Yeah. This has not been a terrible game.
Stephen Glass, I love you, buddy. I really do, man. Thank you for paying attention and listening to me. I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. Thank you, Steve.
Steve. Yeah, Steve. Me and Steve. We kind of had we talked a little bit, and we kind of we're cool with each other. We understand that we're kind of more similar than most would probably agree. Yeah. So, right. We understand that we respect each other's opinion and all that, and that's good. I just Steven's not my issue. I never had a problem with it. My thing is, like I said, you can be negative, but be negative in a positive sense to where you can actually point out the positives sometimes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when you're just banging the bang, that's.
Well, I mean, we all love to bang the bang guy. Come on, wink, wink. Yeah. But you understand.
I mean, but just to say that they suck, to say they suck, and not look and see what you're actually again. Okay, I even said if they lose 4-1, I even said this on the pregame. Remember that? Mm-hmm. I said if they lose 4-1, I'm not going to be upset if they played with the effort, and I've seen the effort tonight. I've seen the effort. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Have you not seen the effort tonight? And I'm not just asking Justin. I'm asking everybody. I've seen the effort tonight. Oh, I'm sure he's really confused, to be honest. This is a good one from he who should not be named. How confused do you think Army is at this point in midseason? I think he's really confused, right? And I think a lot of people in the NHL are confused.
Oh, I guarantee people. But I mean, if you're Armstrong and you're Alexander Steen, sorry, how can you not be confused? This is such a weird season that you expected this Blues team to be pretty much well into a playoff spot. Not battling for. I mean, more so a wild card spot, but you expected this team to be a playoff team from the jump.
What makes it harder about it being a weird season, and this is something that you've mentioned a lot, and I don't completely agree with you, but I don't completely disagree with you. You've talked about the gambling being in the NHL, the gambling being an affection. This is the first season that these FanDuel and I forget what the other one is. These. Well, and believe it or not, what these things started out to be and what they become are two different things. But this is the first season these gambling things, Bally's and all, have really had been a primary sponsor of the NHL. And then you have this weird season and it makes you go, what the hell? I mean, what's going on here? Right? So before I get some of your point.
Yeah, I mean, from a betting perspective, I can 100% think that there's betting in the league. That would be a little bit easier to manipulate if there was. Say there's something like this, just for instance, what's the over-under on the St. Louis Blues taking penalties in the second period?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to question everything because you have two leagues that have dealt with it. Now, do I think the NHL is rigged? No, because the NHL being rigged, you'd have to have a lot of things to go into something like that. And the only position
no way that secret could be kept a secret.
No. Well, there's only one position that I think you can realistically rig, and that's goalies. Yeah. That's the only way you can really rig it, and I don't think it is rigged. I think it has a betting thing going on, not rigging.
Yeah, I agree with you, right? I do, and just and the thing is, with it's those side bets, that really adjust it differently. Well, they're not going to pull the goalie, which is good. I'm sorry, they're going to walk out of here with a 4-1 loss, and that's okay with me because I'm going to sit there and go, and Monty said it after the last game, and I think he's going to say it again. The effort's still there. Right? And
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I've seen the effort tonight. I did not see a game where I'm going to sit there and go, well, they didn't do this and they didn't do that, and they were this and they were dog shit and they played so bad, and let's trade them off for a bag of pucks and start over. No, the effort was there tonight. They got beat by a team that was lucky more than good.
I mean, put it this way: you play first of all. And I hate to use this excuse, but this goes to why I love the Blues so much. Is them being blue collar is. They use these injuries as adversity, and they seem to overcome them. They've played for a team that has been so injury-ridden with some very, very key pieces out. They have played very, very well with those guys out.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. This wasn't a bad game. This wasn't a badly played game. This wasn't one of them where you sit there and you go, they screwed it. Okay. He who should not be named. You're right. I have said that the difference between each team is minuscule. The margin of victory was 3 tipped goals, 2 by their player and 1 by ours. That's what I'm talking about. So you're not actually, you're making my words stick. The difference is minuscule. The 3 goals that just go the wrong way. I mean, if they'd gone the other way, I'd be saying the same thing. We got 3 lucky goals, but we didn't. And then it is minuscule.
Well,
It
and yeah, and it's kind of mystical. But I also want to point this out though. The Blues, look at how many AHL Springfield Thunderbirds that we have. I mean, yeah, granted, some of those guys are going to be moved up, but Stenberg's up. I would say, Fabry's a guy that could still go down. I think he would possibly get claimed, but maybe not. But
Yeah.
he's a guy that could go down. But my point is you have a lot of AHL guys on this roster because you have a lot of guys out. So in realistic fashion, the Tampa Bay Lightning are fresh, and I hate to make that excuse, but when you're playing Kucherov and you're playing Braden Point and you're playing Victor Hedman and you're playing Vasilevsky, you're going to have a test because you have a lot of guys that aren't on this roster every night. And I granted they have been for the most part.
He who should not be named, I can't win for losing. He said, you being upset makes me think I'm right. And it's the exact opposite.
And I get his point, and I get his whole point about like it's so minuscule. Like I said, I don't like to use the excuse that we're banged up and they're not, but it is true. There is a factor to that. They're healthy, we're not. But the Blues have played very, very well without guys like Kyrou, Holloway, Bukestad, and Snuggerud. That's 4 main pieces that you brought in. Bukestad being one of them, brought in as a supporting cast. Snuggerud being your young rookie. Kyrou being your big offensive guy that opens up a lot of space. And then you have a guy. Sorry, I forgot Walker. Walker too, who's the heart and soul on that 4th line. You're missing a lot of guys. But the Blues have battled hard and have made it interesting. They're still not out of it. They're 3 points behind with the loss tonight. The Utah Mammoth won their game, so they're still 3 points. But if the Blues can come out of the break and continue this consistency, I think they'll be fine.
Solid effort. Yeah. No, I agree. Dante doesn't. He this team ain't got it. They're not going to, they got rely. I saw the effort tonight. I felt like there was effort tonight, and that's what I was at. Guy, I'm just reminding you what marriage is like. They are missing scores, and they are, and again, I'm okay. Like guys, I'm actually happy ending the show here. I don't think we covered enough. We kind of did another third period post game, but it wasn't post game where it was, oh my God, this sucks. It was they were out there playing. They were trying. They had good attempts, right? I just feel like they did what they could, and it didn't happen. So I don't know where else to go with that.
Not
right.
Like I said, not a terrible effort. Like I said, not a terrible effort. Could have been way worse than most people will make it sound out to be. But I can't be angry about this. Like I said, I'm agreeing with Guy. I agree with the effort. I think there was effort tonight. I just don't see how you can be so negative about it. But what do I know? Let's see.
Okay. Well, hey everybody, this is Guy again.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know we want to end the show, but please, can I read just a couple more comments? Because I'm kind of interested.
I was just going to say when we'll be on next. So go ahead. Read a couple more comments.
Okay. So this is after the loss that they posted 4-1. Okay. So your buddy, your favorite guy, Blues. He goes, tear it down, man. Even if we were to have a miracle run and get into the playoffs, what is the point of losing in the first round? ? We should have done this 3 years ago. We'd probably be about to be a good team if we did. That was a long one. But
short-sighted. That's so short-sighted. Right? That is such a short-sighted tweet. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm. So we have that one, and then we have more like effing tanking is what you should be doing. Effing bums. Bummington is the worst.
Again, you're blaming him for no goals were on him, and maybe one. You can give him one, but I don't even give him that one because I don't think it was.
This one you're gonna love. This one you're gonna love because we were talking about him earlier, right? This one, he says, "Fire Steve Ott" is what he starts with. Fire Steve Ott. Fire Steve Ott. Power play is an absolute joke and has been for 2 years now. 17 does not deserve time on it. Can't get a shot through. Can't keep a puck in. 89 should not be in the bumper spot, let alone on the ice at all.
They don't have anybody else. They have injuries, dumbass.
I mean, I see. I can see that if you said like, "Oh, well, Oscar Sundqvist shouldn't be on the power play." Yeah, Oscar Sundqvist shouldn't be on the power play, but Pavel. I mean, you're going to put Pavel out there. He's going to be a guy for you. He's a guy that plays on your penalty kill also.
Yeah.
He said, okay, this one is this team when Hofer is in net goes big time. This team when Bennington is in net, goes to shut the bed, but I think it meant shit the bed badly. If I'm Steen, I'm making some moves before the trade deadline. Oh wait, it's Army still. He won't do squat shit.
And again,
So
everyone who's sitting out there and posting these comments, you can't go 82-0, you dumb fuck. You can't go 82-0. You're gonna lose games. If you lose the game and you show effort, great. If you lose the game and you don't show effort, be pissed off. They showed effort tonight.
Okay, just a few more, and then I'm done. The Panthers game was our Christmas. This game was in between. Was that one? It says, "Can holiday break last the rest of the season, please?" And then, "Was nice of you guys to give Tampa a gift." And then, "Let's come back better." So that was the one positive comment out of all of them.
Okay.
And then hashtag Team Tank is the last one.
Again, what were you watching? The majority of those comments are expecting the team to go 82-0. They absolutely are.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, right? Said about Ben and Allen. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, you're right. Good point. He who should not be named. I didn't have a problem with tonight's game. I even said if they lose 4-1 in the pregame, right? I even said it, if they lose 4-1 and show effort, I'm going to be okay with it. This is a good loss. I'm sorry. You want to shoot me? Fucking shoot me. But I think it's a good loss. Boy, and am I on good drugs today or what?
All right, yeah. All right, so you want to hit what's next for the St. Louis Blues coming out of this break?
Yeah. So that this will probably be our last show until the 27th. Saturday they will play in St. Louis against the Nashville Predators. The 28th we will not be doing a show. My family is deciding to celebrate my birthday because my wife works during the week, and we're going to celebrate it on the 28th. 29th, we should be doing the show. That one could be up in the air just a teeny tiny bit. The 31st, Justin wants to do the show, so I will do the show. We will do it. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I'll enjoy it. Maybe one of my daughters, my daughter or my daughter-in-law.
What's the 31st?
Will come on.
What's the 31st? What's the 31st?
Avalanche.
Oh yeah. I do want to do that game because that game's interesting. Obviously, we're not anywhere near the Avalanche, but Avalanche Blues, it's always fun.
Yeah, that's an away game. That's at 4:00, so it's a later game on New Year's Eve. Surprising they're playing that late on New Year's Eve, but usually they play like at 6. No, so that would be 5 St. Louis time, right? No, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 St. Louis time. So yeah, normally they would play much earlier, but they're not. So 8:00 St. Louis time. Take you up through the New Year's holidays. We hope you'll join us for that one. Rest of the week, let me kind of look at next week. I got some family things because my daughter and her significant other being here. Hold on, got to go into January. The second and the third. The second, I can do that show. The third, I think I can, because the third is an early game. That Saturday, it's 11 a.m. my time, so 1 your time, two your time. So I might be able to do that one. We will not have a show on the 4th because I will be staying in Waikiki with my daughters. And on the 11th, we have rescheduled, but we should have Pershard Owens on the show with us. Be a lot of fun. Then we'll talk about the week after that, the 3-game away series. Actually, I can see where they might do the dad's trip now, or the mom's trip. I could see it being, because they play in Chicago on the 7th. They'll come back home for that. They'll come back home, and then they play Utah on the 9th, and on the 9th and Vegas on the 10th. I could see that being the dad's trip. Maybe. Normally they have to have a spread out so they can have a day to spend with the family, so maybe not. But that's where we're at on that. Justin, you have anything to say on the show before we go?
Well, I want to say extended happy holidays to everyone out there from the BlueNote Fan Report, at least from myself. I know Guy said it earlier, but I hope you guys have a good Christmas, stay safe, good New Year's. Like I said, we should be on before the New Year's, so we'll get our New Year's out then. But have a good Christmas. Hope you get some good presents from Santa Claus. Don't be naughty. He's still watching. There's still 3 days left, technically 2. But like I said, I know I harp on it. I think Guy, I don't know if it's the meds tonight or if Guy's just in a good mood, but I think he's seen my point tonight that Blues fans have just become ignorant as all hell as of recently. And that's not to crap on anyone in this studio or nothing, because you guys have been great. You guys can point out the negatives, but you guys can also see the positives. So it's a tough season. It really is for the St. Louis Blues. They have a 4-day break. Hopefully they can regroup. We should see Jordan Kyrou back. Maybe. We should see maybe Jimmy Snuggerud back. I don't know. Don't keep me at my word, because that could be false, but I heard both of those guys were pretty close. So
yeah, and they were both on the trip, so that's reacclimating them. When they start going on the trips, that means they're getting closer, because it's reacclimating them with the guys for the chemistry. So they're in the locker room, they're doing the events and the things like that. And usually for a trip like this one being close to Christmas, they'll ask the guys, do you want to go on the trip or not? Right? Because, being with your family and recuperating and that. And if these guys are saying they want to go on the trip, that's a good thing. Good thing. I had a great show tonight. I don't know if drugs maybe kicked in or something, whatever it was. I was in a mood, and I hope you enjoyed my mood. I hope I can't wait to kind of see what free clips that my thing gives me on this show to see how good the clips are. It might be worth a while, and we'll kind of look at it from there and see what happens. I'm in a, Merry Christmas. I say Happy Holidays, and I don't say it because I say it because I'm celebrating you. If one of those happies or marries or whatever does offend you by saying Happy Holidays, I don't offend you, right? If I know you're Jewish, I'll say Happy Hanukkah. I'm not Jewish.
Yeah, I
right, but
happy. Yeah, I mean, Happy Holidays is just a general term. I mean, it's a good term to use. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you are. Just have a good break. I'm sure a lot of people will be off for work, so just enjoy the time with your family. You don't get it very much during the year, so enjoy it, because it doesn't last forever. That's what I say. So
that's all I can say. We have fun, enjoy, be great. And I guess, this is Guy for Justin Eagle Eye Scott. We are your host on the BlueNote Fan Report. The BlueNote Fan Report is your blues talk and blues reaction. Catch us when you want to know what's going on with the blues. We are Blues News you can use. Justin.
Yeah.
Only one way to end the show.
I think we got to ask where the girls are at. Where are the girls at?
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
I want to know who's late for dinner.
Show me the boys. Where are they at?
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, letting you know that I am and will always be, always, forever and truly, bleeding blue with you.
And as always, it's not doom and gloom, Blues fans. It's Let's Go Blues.
This is Guy and Justin for the BlueNote Fan Report saying aloha mahalo, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.